Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, welcome. And I hope all of you enjoy that new track because I am never, ever going to play the DLD intro music ever again. Drop them beautiful old school glowy beats. Yeah, you know what? I think I'm gonna retire that. I think it has done such an excellent job in the past that we're gonna leave it there. We're gonna retire it there, and we're just gonna keep it rocking out. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed it. Right? It was good. It was good for me. Was it good for you? I want that Sanford and Son riff. Yes, sir. All right, let's go ahead and welcome everybody. Excuse me. First off, I want to congratulate the person that was first this evening, and also I'd like to say that the first person was not a Chanamemba. We got dang old Matt who was first here this evening. So congratulations, dang old Matt. You, sir, were first. Congratulations. One high five. Good job. We got I'm sorry. Let's say hello to all the Chanamembas. We got Kurt 24, Chanamemba. We got Senor Bob, Chanamemba. Toy Town Inc., another Chanamemba. Joe Morris, Chanamemba. We got, let's see, Toy Town Bob Joe. Toy Town Bob Joe. Toy Town Bob Joe. That kind of sounds like one nickname, right? Anthony, what's up, brother? Another Chanamemba. We got Mike McClune, Chanamemba. We got, let's see, Anthony Smith. ADXR920 says, hello, boys. Chanamemba. We got a Goon Beam in the house. I'm rocking my Goon Beam, low, medium, high, which is essentially safe, semi, and full. I don't know if y'all know that. But that goes everywhere with me. And coming up very, very soon, I will have the Cloud Killer, the Cloud Defense Killer. Oh, excuse me. The 110,000 lumens. Yeah, lumen. No, 110,000 candela. I don't know. A bright flashlight. Go to Goombeam. All right, and I got a link in my description. The link is to Goombeam, and that link provides support to the channel if you choose to purchase with them. Embedded command. I know. I know. And then of course we got like a little bit of an announcement today. I know a lot of people were kind of tripping out over this, so it's an exciting thing. It's an exciting thing. I'm really excited to announce it. Kurt 24, Chenamemba, what's up, brother? We got Mike McClune, Joe Morris, Kurt 24, Mike McClune, Kurt 24, Mike McClune. Hey, Misty, Misdemeanor, Miss Wayne, another Chenamemba. We got Jason. What's up, brother? Jason, another Chenamemba. Much love, fam. Much love, fam. Two back to back. That's mucho, mucho love, fam. Mike, Goombeam, Jason E. Wing, Shana Memba. Shana Memba. All right, who else we got? Kurt 24, Sandwich Chef, the chef of sandwiches. Good to see you, another Shana Memba. Hey, Evan Budzinski. What's up, brother? Good to see you, another Shana Memba. Let's see. Toy Town, Sandwich Chef, Jason, Andy Lipsco. What's up, brother? One more Chinamemba. Scott D. Magnificent. Surfer Dark Music. Another Chinamemba. Good to see you. Hey, Fluffy Bunny. What's up, brother? We got another Chinamemba. And who else? Face Blue smiling. Sometimes these memes just show words. If you're on like computer, they don't show or memes. Jesus Christ. The emojis. The memes. That's where you know where my head's at, man. Yeah, so the emojis just show words. For an example, oh whoops. For an example, Kim light, chicken bone syringe, right? Like it's, I know it's kind of weird, but it is what it is. John Rice, what's up, brother? Another Chinamemba. We got Ron Wayne Chinamemba, the less better half of Misty, Misdemeanor, Miss Wayne. Barton Fink, what's up, brother? Another Chinamemba. Joe Morris, Sandwich Chef, Fluffy Bunny. Z, what's up, brother? Z, another Chinamemba. Detective Yong King Bao. My wife made homemade bread tonight. Very proud of her. Good for you, man. Good for you. I hope it was some pumpernickel. Come out in PLA. What's up, brother? Another Chinamemba. Chinamemba. All right, and we got it's a Luigi. It's a Luigi. Chenamemba. What's up, brother? Good to see. Hey, we got P38 Wilberto. What's up, man? Good to see you. You guys are great, man. Ron Bayer, another Chenamemba. Scott D. Magnificent Chenamemba. Thirsty Colt, still a Chenamemba. Guy, I'm not gonna read your stuff anymore. You're crazy, man. You're nuts. You like feet and stuff. I'm just kidding. You know I love you. Guys, I just went outside and pissed. Guess what? I saw. Okay, now I'm definitely not gonna read that shit anymore. Jesus Christ, Lord help us. Existence Mundane. What's up, brother? Another channel member. Hey, Angry Sar. Hold up. Did Kurt? Did Kurt just give? No, no. Okay, so Kurt. It looks like Kurt just gave away some channel memberships. Holy cow, you guys! This is crazy. Uh, Dark is a fella who rocks his candelas. This is true. This is very true. So I'm behind on chat while I'm starting because I start at the beginning because that's generally where you start at the beginning part. Um, dang, it looks like Kurt 24 gave. I don't have a picture of it or anything, but it looks like Kurt 24 just gifted channel memberships to all you guys. So Kurt, my love, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Big love, brother. Hell yeah, man. I appreciate you. And of course, we got some. Let's see. Because it's weird, Thirsty Colt. You're talking about seeing red in your pee. I'm not going to read that, man. I'll read other weird stuff about your feet obsession, but the whole like red pee just makes me feel weird, and I don't like it. Storing Rich, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Another channel member. Okay, and then of course, let's get. Hey, too many choices, channel member. Good to see you. Let's get our honorable mentions. And there we got Slim223. What's up, brother? We got P38 Wilbur. Good to see you, man. Love you, miss you. Integrity Firearms, what's going on? Good to see you. Thank you for joining us. We're about to get started. Crusade Maximus, good to see you. Thank you for joining us. Integrity Crusade Angry Sarge, what's up, brother? Thank you for joining us. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. And we got Sunflowers. Good to see you, Sunflowers. Thank you for joining us. Jackson, what's up, brother? We got Mo Jackson. Hey, Johnny Barr, what's up, brother? And Jin Champ, what's up? Jin Champ, thank you for joining us. Appreciate you. And hey, Tactical Twinkies, what's up, man? Good to see you. Not to be confused with Tactical Twinkies, which is a great channel. I'm just kidding. I don't know if that's a channel. I'm gonna guess it's probably a channel. Farmer James, what's up, brother? Yeah, I need your info. I sent out everyone's giveaway stuff like 2 weeks ago, and you're the only person. I think no, I still come out in PLA. I got yours. I got your info from 2 days ago, and I got your stuff together. I just got to ship it out. And Farmer James, I got to get yours out. Those are the last two. And if for some reason I missed you, then yeah, everything should be shipped out. But if I missed something, let me know because I was literally writing stuff down on a notepad. So, as promised, here we are at under 11 minutes. Under 11 minutes. I would just like to say that for the record, Rich. We got your two. Hey, what? Bro, okay, hold on. Now, guys, you got to remember, I don't see this stuff, okay? But I see your reaction in chat, and it looks like Come Out in PLA just also gifted memberships. Holy cow, you guys. We're going to get back to the point where everybody is a channel member in chat. So, Angry Sarge is now a channel member. Let's see, who else got it? Guys, let me know because I can't see, right? So, hi, Sarge. Hi, Ron. Get those thumbs up. Yeah, I don't know. I can't see. So, guys, shoot me some text down there and let me know. Marconi, welcome. Bienvenido. William Bologna, channel member. What's up, brother? All right, let's go ahead and get started. So, we got for your viewing pleasure, Mr. Flying Rich with some loud stuff playing in the background. And we have.
I was just catching up on Matt Hoover in his latest video at 1.75 speed.
Yeah, you know what? Dark Come Out in PLA is a glowy for 15 months. Okay, nice. Look at your IG, Dark. Okay, I'll take a look. Also, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome our second guest, Xander
Our
Kron.
mystery guest?
Kron Xander.
I
Welcome.
have to do both names because some people know me as Xander and some people just know me as Kron.
Yeah. I mean, I always call you Kron, but
Which way do people like you better?
Definitely as Xander, I guess, because I'm way more fun in person. That's what everybody has said. If you come and hang out with me in person, it's much better than, trying to get at me on Twitter.
Okay, so come out in PLA posted member for 15 months. Thank you. Hi, my name is Redacted, and I've been an alleged glowy for 15 months. Hell yeah, welcome. And then Kurt24 gifted 5 DLD After Dark memberships. Angry Sarge was gifted a membership. Nate D was gifted a membership. George Washington, Constitutional Carpenter, and Moose 47 were gifted memberships. Hell yeah, rock on. So let's go ahead and get started. I know most people likely know you guys, but let's do the normal thing. So we'll start with you, Rich. Let everyone know who you are, what you do, and where they can find you.
So,
Sorry.
flyingrich.com is your source of wherever the frick I am on the internet doing social media stuff. Currently, I'm working on printing Evil, which is what I always do. And realistically, since Xander won't talk to me, he never returns my calls or anything like that. I mean, I keep calling him.
Bullshit, and we all know it.
So I figured the best way to get answers questioned on 3D printing was to have Xander on the show, like just kind of bait and switch. Say, hey, you want to go on Dark Show? Oh, by the way, I'm going to be there and I'm going to ask you questions.
Dude, he hit me up and he was like, man, why won't Rich pick up the phone? Why won't he answer? And I was like, well, it's probably because him and I are on the phone. Probably because we're talking, or Night Strike is trying to beep in on the other line. But yeah, so Kron, same thing. Let everyone know who you are, what you do, and where they can find you.
I'm Kron. I'm most notably internet famous for collecting Barbies.
Facts. True. This is true.
Second to that, I print a lot of guns and occasionally build them out of metal now.
Also
with some
true.
Fun CNC type action. But yeah, no, I'm Kron on basically everything. I'm hardly ever on Twitter, but I'm working on that. I'm trying real hard to be more Twitter friendly. Instagram, some YouTube occasionally. I'm feeling so motivated. But yeah,
nice.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, Twitter's tough, man. Twitter's tough. It's hard. He's already going to start the carbon fiber questions.
He can't help himself. He literally can't help himself.
The first where when you like ended that breath, he was like, so all right, go ahead. Go ahead, Rich.
Yeah, actually, realistically, I got 2 things, and I think I know what I did wrong here. So I printed
real quick,
4.
For people who don't know, I've been printing carbon fiber for like years now.
He invented it.
I've been printing a lot of high temperature shit for a lot of years now. So people do come at me with random questions. This isn't just like, hey, this random guy might know something. Like, no, I've actually been at this for a minute.
Yeah, he's like the carbon fiber guy. Hey, Bugaloo, what's up, brother? Another channel member. Good to see you.
So the back rail for the AUG, I printed 4 of them on the magnetic build plate. It pulled. You see the curl in this? It's like it pulled the damn build plate up, and the head was hitting over here.
You don't like it when it curls? You prefer straight?
Yeah, you need like a gentle curve, right?
Yeah.
One thing, magnetic build plates kind of suck for nylon, like straight up. Unless you go, if you go on McMaster, you can actually get a thicker sheet of like Garolite. You can get a thicker sheet of Garolite, and it's more rigid.
Okay.
And slap that on there. I don't know how that will work with your mystery Chinese machines. That's just
so I printed 4 of these. If I print 1, it doesn't happen. I just printed 4 up. It was like 15 minutes from finishing, but I was having head crashes on the back end here. So
you might have some draft.
No.
Did you trash bag it?
Oh, totally trash bag.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, it's his.
It's like nuclear reactor Chernobyl hot under that trash bag.
So I just, for the people out there that have no idea what's going on right now. So what he's saying is that he was printing things in carbon fiber nylon, and he's using his bamboozle machine. And I'm just kidding. It's not a bamboozle. Those machines are remarkable, and they can turn the most stupid like printer into the most remarkable printer, i.e. Rich. Um, I'm just
I was
kidding. No,
I was picking on Pincus for the same thing the other day. Like, not really picking on
yeah,
him, but like they really are a printer for people that do not understand technology.
Oh,
Like
absolutely.
you can
or
just throw
don't need
Like
to
something in
learn it.
there. Yeah, it's like an
so,
easy bake oven.
like I've said multiple times, it's like you spent a lifetime learning everything about condensers, rotors, points, distributor caps, wires, and carburetors. And then all of a
Whatever
sudden,
that is.
it's like there's coil over plug ignition systems and direct injection. Have a nice day. It's
Yeah.
like,
Game
what?
changer. All that
What?
stuff I learned all the year and a half of messing with the ender and switching out thermistors and all. I won't need any of that when I get a bamboo.
No, apparently you just plug it in and it goes.
I can just send signals from my mind to it of
Pretty
what I
much,
want to
just about.
print.
Well, if
Pretty
it's
much.
through China, it's got to go through China first.
That's my
Oh,
only
that's right. That's
caveat
right.
with that, and that's really my only complaint with. Well, not only complaint, but that's one of my biggest complaints is that it does phone home to China. So if you use
Yeah.
if you connect it to the internet, it is sending your user data back to China. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have a
people don't
couple
care
of
about
beefs
that.
about that.
Yeah,
I
some
mean,
people don't really give a shit, but I'm not
it's
a huge
kind of
But
worth it. Like it's kind of worth it if you're getting like grade A carbon fiber nylon prints. I mean, fuck it.
all
Like
right,
2/3 of America are
all
on
right.
TikTok. So
Xander's
what
a
else
real
are you
man.
gonna get?
He's rocking a Voron.
I am running a Voron.
But
Yeah.
he's familiar with the bamboo, and the P1P, and the
He
carbon,
just knows
right?
they exist. He hasn't been hands on.
Oh, well, I haven't been hands on. I know, but I've I've had the conversations with folks that were from the old school printing, the pre bamboo printing
Oh,
that
really?
switched. Yeah, that like switched over to, or as Rich calls it, the caveman printing because I use the freaking SD card.
I'm not gonna lie.
Oh
Most of the
yeah,
people
yeah.
I know that are running a bamboo have not been in the game that long,
Mm,
unless they were
interesting.
sent one as a demo. Because I do
Okay.
know there are a couple of people, a
Yeah.
couple of
So
brand
3D Print
names.
General got a demo.
I mean, you can literally start a print farm with the amount,
Oh,
like with vendors, with the
Oh
amount
yeah,
of money
sure.
that it takes to get. So I
Yeah.
get it. I understand, especially people set in their ways. Hi, my name is Dark, and I'm an addict.
I'm kind of that way. Like that, and I like open source hardware. I like open source hardware, and I
yeah.
like
All
open
right,
source
that's a big
software.
deal. And let me hit on that. So let me ask you a question. The rails, if I was printing them, like Picatinny side up. What if I printed them like 90 degrees over? You think that'd be better or no?
They would print sideways then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a great point. I got a question. What filament do you use?
No, they.
I'm just
I don't
kidding.
think it's going to matter because what's happening to yours is that the force of the warp is actually pulling the bed up, and you have to equalize.
Yeah, but
that.
I printed four sets of rails. So if I print one at a time or two at a time and space them out, it should be okay.
Then it's probably less force. Yeah, so you should be fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or just get a really thick sheet of,
Yeah.
Sterilite.
In my next question, I want to do the printed trigger pack housing, and people are like, just hack up your trigger pack, and I just think it looks like ass, dremeling it.
Yeah, I wouldn't do. I would keep that as
Well,
is.
I'm gonna crush it.
Well, I'm not
'Cause-
your legal counsel, but yeah, I would print the trigger pack if it were me, since I did not get a proper trigger pack in my kit.
If I
So
may, just really quickly, the way that I understand it, and I also am not
The
giving
trigger pack
advice,
is one
and I'm no.
piece. So there's multiple denials. They've gone out of their way to make sure that this thing is as legal as they possibly can. There's like 8 or 9 denials in this device. One
Yeah.
of them is cutting up the trigger pack. The option to cutting up the trigger pack is to using an AR-15, single action trigger.
Yeah.
But even if you don't do that and you follow the rest of the steps, it will not go into anything other than single option.
Well, so there's the idea that which is true. Once a machine gun, always a machine gun, right? This is true, and
If
we're
it's
talking
registered.
about correct. If it is a registered functioning machine gun, once any part from in that is a machine gun, it's always a machine gun. The components inside, whatever, the sear, the whatever. So the difference is that if you were to take that lower receiver of let's say an AR for an example, because I think people typically find it a little more easy to kind of understand a more common firearm. With an AR, if you were to take that lower and you were to destroy the lower per the ATF standard, right? If you were to cut it 3 times, if you were to crush it or whatever their standards are, there's like 3 or 4 different ways to do it, then that machine gun no longer exists. So therefore,
Well,
that sear could be sold, just like that trigger pet could be sold and owned and sold too.
well, that happens all the time. You can go out and buy M16 components. You can put
Yeah.
You can put select fire controls in your AR-15.
For
That is
sure.
perfectly legal
Hmm.
until you
That's what
drill
I'm
the third
saying.
hole and make the sear work.
Yeah. So
So
I think that people may be thinking that, oh, that's a full auto trigger pack for the AUG, so it must be illegal. But that machine gun was destroyed before it was imported.
right, it was demilled before
Correct.
it was imported. So
And
it
demilling
is
is
legally scrap metal at this point.
bingo. Okay, so that's my
Yeah.
thought and belief. Now,
Mhm.
all the ETF agents watching, if I'm incorrect, please let me know.
Yeah,
I
Let
think
let us
him
know
know.
in the
Don't let
chat.
me know. I don't come at me at all. Talk to talk to
yeah,
Dark.
yeah. Just talk to me because I don't have an AUG parts kit or an AUG. Yeah.
So I guess my next question: how familiar are you with Alex Control Q?
I've been told that I cyberbullied him in real life once.
Oh, okay.
That math checks out.
Because like
No,
I made
seriously, so before the first Gunmakers match back in St. Augustine 2-3 years ago now, he and Fudbusters actually showed up to tell us that they weren't coming.
they showed up to tell you they weren't coming.
Yep, the night before they showed up in St. Augustine just to let us know they weren't coming.
Hold on. Is that, are you serious?
I'm dead serious. I'm 100% serious. And actually, SG 2020, if anybody knows him from the I don't want to the new King Cobra. We'll call it the King Cobra project. You know, anything Darewood related, right? If anybody knows him, he was there. He was in the bar with me. Actually, him, Insert Meow, and somebody else was there too. So we were all hanging out in this brewery, and apparently, as the story goes, I cyberbullied him in real life, and we haven't really talked
Wow.
about it.
So
I can get that.
and I'll tell you what, I'm not bringing Alex up to be a thorn in anybody's side. I've had, interactions with him, all pleasant. I
have no problem
got
with him, personally. He's cool.
Mhm.
He's cool.
So I got the Glock 34 bullpup design from him, and and I don't know if I just wasn't diligently paying attention to the Discord, which I find
Plausible.
I hate Discord. Let me just say it that way.
So plausible.
Yeah.
So, maybe there were 100 updates in Discord. I don't know, but I didn't know about it, and so I did some mods to it. Now I didn't share any of them, but apparently I'm on the S list now because I violated like the code of 3D GAT guys.
But I mean, did
What's
you?
the code? I don't know the code. I've only
All
been in
you-
this since the beginning.
Because
All
I
you did
modified the files
And
and
what?
printed it.
Some credit? Did you not
Yeah.
say it was modified from?
Well, he didn't share it. He didn't post it.
I didn't share it.
He didn't share it. He didn't post it. He didn't do anything.
That's the most stupidest shit ever. See, this is the gatekeeper crap that really just needs to go away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is just everybody's tired of this crap. This is high school bullshit, is what this is.
Which is where I'm going to another question from that. So I printed one of the
There's
trigger
more.
packs.
If you order now, sorry.
But wait, there's more.
Hold on.
So
real quick. I just want to say, Invader Zip, what's up, brother? Good to see you in here. I haven't talked to you in a minute, and I miss you. So hit me up. Man.
All I gotta say is Invader Zip. I can't believe. I mean, you don't call me. We don't talk. What the fuck?
Yeah. Oh, there it is. First F-bomb. 26 minutes in.
Well, that's only because the intro took 26. Hey, high five, hands up, yeah, you're glowing.
It was 11 minutes. It was 11 minutes. I timed it. I don't know if you heard that. But
So
you did time it. That happened. Oh shit.
So,
battery line.
all right. What I had going on here? Let me get my demonstration pieces. Is So this is the AUG trigger in the trigger pack, the bigger thing.
Go on.
So the trigger swings like this. Well, there wasn't enough clearance right here internally on the printed pack. So I modified it. And then there wasn't enough clearance on that stupid gooseneck thing in the front. So I modified it. And then there wasn't enough clearance on the drop safety metal piece back here. So I widened it up. So I changed 3 things on the trigger pack to give it clearance.
Hold on.
I'm like, I'm not going to share it.
Are you going to ask if you making modifications in CAD? I mean, it's not even remixing, right? You're making some minor modifications.
Yeah,
in
clearance,
CAD.
just clearance.
Yeah.
Honestly, if it improves the build, they should be thanking you. But
yeah,
that's not been my experience with a lot of people in this community. So,
well, and that's, you know, that's what I'm wondering about, because I just think, you know, I'm totally geeking out on the AUG. I love the idea that I can print the receiver. I love the idea that I can print components for the trigger pack. I love the idea that I can print the trigger pack. So I want to print the trigger pack, because that to me is just a cleaner installation than getting the Dremel and the whiz wheel out and, you know, hacking up a trigger pack.
well, and you have people working on the actual like stock assembly now too. So that'll be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool shit. And honestly, like I love the idea of being able to, you know, keep the original full auto trigger pack, which is totally legal to my understanding, and just like setting it on the desk.
Crushing mine.
It's just parts.
I'm not keeping it.
Yeah, well, even if you can't put the full auto trigger pack in the gun anyway, right?
No, it won't fit with the modifications to the receiver. It won't fit. So
yeah, there's so many other. You would have to. Well, we'll need to go there, but. There's
never, ever, under any circumstances, load the.
Do these following 9 things. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. I mean, I personally. So backing up to what you're saying, Rich, I don't think there's any reason that anyone should harbor any negative feelings towards you for personally like remixing a file for personal usage. And I don't think if you posted it, maybe someone saw you
definitely I
about
can
it
see if like I forked a project. I mean, all right, so Xander and I are both, you know, tech geeks. You fork crap all the time.
I fork stuff every day if I can.
Yeah.
But that's I guess so. Let's use the Control Pew example. No, again,
but
again, I'm not throwing shade at Alex. I'm just saying
I don't think
you know it got back to me that I was like on the naughty list.
Well, yeah, and there are some people that are overly sensitive to find out that their stuff doesn't work. That's a real thing.
In like one of the OG things, like I forget, was it Ivan did the U-bolt? Who did the U-bolt?
I don't even know at this point. Like
whoever did the U-bolt, I took that and put it on an AR9, and then I shared the file out. And if everybody was gatekeeping on that crap, they'd be mad as hell at me.
Well, they definitely like to gatekeep. I mean, there's just tons of people in this community that like to gatekeep. That's a real thing.
Yeah.
Stealing STL Rich.
Stealing. How dare you?
How dare you? So a lot of, I think the best answer was if you take something, modify it, and improve it. I gatekeep threaded rod guys, dude. I still think. I mean, the threaded rod. I really. There's 2 people in the community that I have a tremendous amount of like totally impressed with, and that's Zip with the threaded rod
and Dark,
and Hoffman with stuff I don't think I can talk about yet.
Yeah, don't talk about that yet. But let me say this, okay, and this is for Zip and for everyone else out here.
And I'm not saying I'm not impressed with other people. I'm like, these guys, like the threaded rod is a game changer.
Yeah, I mean, these guys are doing incredible shit. If you're developing guns, fuck yeah, for everyone, right? But I will say that I was at a gun store, and one of the huge big box gun stores, right? And I just kind of started chatting with the guy about ammo. We were both looking at ammo together, and he started asking, like, you know, what kind of stuff are you into or whatever. And once I wanded him for bugs to make sure he wasn't a Fed, I'm just kidding. Once we started talking, I started telling him like, well, I'm really more into like building and stuff like that. And he's like, oh, are you into 3D printing?
Yeah.
And yep, you're good. And I was like, well, only lightly, like some stuff, right? I've only done like lock frames and stuff. So I would say I'm like below novice on 3D printing. I don't touch CAD or any of that stuff, right? And so just for full transparency, but I was like, the world of 3D printing has gone so much further. And I went through and explained the arc, and I've explained the obsidian, and talked about the the layers and the compression rods, the threaded rods
Yeah.
and all that. And he was like, dude, I was like, what's up? He said, I'm a civil engineer, and that is literally how we build bridges and
Yes.
concrete and
Yeah.
roads and all. He said that is fucking genius.
Rebar and concrete.
Yeah, he was like, I never would have. He was like, we tension bridges, and then like with whatever kind of metal they're using, right? And then they build concrete around it, and then like he walked through this crazy.
Well, there's
shit.
pre-stressed concrete. That's another thing. Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like,
So, like,
dude,
if you have bridges that have a concrete base, they actually have a bow to them, because when they're under load, they'll flatten out.
Interesting. Sorry, I was muted there. But yeah, that's crazy. He was blown away because he was like, that's my life, and I never would have correlated that and the developing of 3D printed firearms. But I do have a quick announcement before we continue. I had leaked something a little too soon, and I wanted to bring this up. So I'm going to go full screen real quick. So like 2 weeks ago.
Look at Zip.
Which state record? What? Breathalyzer? What?
Zip is on fire.
That's another good one.
I say we send Zip the link.
Yeah, hey Zip, you're welcome to come on.
I'll send him the link.
I beat a state record today. Whoa, what state record? Breathalyzer? Oh, okay, I see it. Okay, so about 2 weeks ago, maybe Ricky Cash knows. Ricky Cash already knows. He's like the knife. So 2 or 3 weeks ago, I got a knife sent to me by TheDarkMavis, and they didn't send it to me with a disclaimer of like, yo, Dark, don't show this, right? So I got this, right? It's a little OTF knife, and TheDarkMavis does some excellent OTF knives. And if you guys use code DARK, you get 20% off. But when I opened this bad boy up, I was like, oh my God, this is like the most useful OTF.
Oh,
ever,
hell yeah.
Right? Because it's, you use it.
Total office OTF.
Yeah, right? This is like the utility knife.
I'd put that in my kitchen drawer.
Hell yeah. So I've been rocking this every single day. This is like my utility knife, and then the knife. And my,
Zip is on fire.
Oh my Osama. So all my like nice knives, I don't want to like run them through tape and freaking cardboard and shit like that. So these I use to cut shit open like that all day, and then when I'm done, I just pull that out, pull the blade, trash it, and they include like, I don't know how many, 5, 8, I don't know, 10 of these SK5 high carbon replacement blades. So although I introduced it like 3 weeks ago, they were launched today. So if anybody wants them, I know a few people, they were actually emailing TheDarkMavis like, where's the box cutter? These OTF box cutters are available. They come in like a little Pelican case, and you get a whole stack of SK5 high carbon razor blades. And if you use code DARK, you save 20% off. So enjoy. For all of you guys that were waiting
Zip
for them.
is on fire. Sponsored by Tech Deck.
Tech Deck. TheDarkMavis. Dark gives me an erection every stream, but he always leaves me with blue balls. I was wondering if there was going to be like a bazinga in there, or like a joke, but it was just a fact. Teasing Dark. It should be called the 9/11. Wow. All right. Yeah, you guys are on. You call that a knife? Take America back. What's up, brother? They're cool ass knives. They are, man. They're cool as shit, man.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
love them.
See, I knew what Zip was referring to because of the deck tape. That's like
Yeah,
where you
yeah.
skate,
The skateboard tape. Yeah, and you can also,
unlike goon tape.
you can ollie with them as well. But I mean, there's nothing more like satisfying than flicking the blade out. It's literally like a fidget spinner, an adult fidget spinner. Adults only though. Look at the contour of that blade. So just saying, just throwing it out there. Code Dark saves you 20%. Crocodile Dundee. That was true. That's not a knife. I'm building a folder that's 27.5 layers San Mai Damascus. Damn, that's crazy, dude. San Mai steel
That's nuts up.
is crazy. So San Mai steel, if correct me if I'm wrong, Jackson, but excuse me, the way I understand it is that San Mai steel has a little bit of a softer, more mild core, and then a really, really strong, durable outer layer. Because when it comes to the blade, it's where the two steels meet, right? And then you can sharpen it a little bit more easily, right? And so you get a longer life of the blade. And when you whack and slash with it and hack with it, it's not so brittle that it cracks, and it kind of bounces because of the more mild steel in the middle. So it's good shit. Cold Steel did a lot in the San Mai 3 blades. So maybe San Mai just oh god. There it goes.
What?
Yep, you just came right back to the
Always
to the
good
show.
timing. Always good timing.
San Mai is an art. Yeah, it is. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. He says, I'm waiting for them to have an OTF spoon so I can win at Knifesies Spoonsies. What? Oh my god, that's great.
Oh shit, thirsty cold.
That's incredible.
Oh,
Twinkie Steel has cream in the center. Oh, of course it does. Yeah, and yeah, there's an option without skateboard tape. It's actually on sale right now, the one without skateboard tape. So, just
you can
just saying.
BYOST.
Is that from your friends over there that?
Yeah, the
Yeah,
tack knives.
Didn't send me my second knife.
They didn't send you one either?
What?
No, they said they ran out of the special. I'm like, well, that's interesting.
That's why you don't do.
Okay, so John Kimball and I think one other person said the same thing, but then they sent one after. They were like, "Hey, sorry, we ran out." Then they sent them one after. Maybe John Kimball was just like relentless and was like, "Okay, well, I'll wait." I'm sorry.
I'm more like, okay, I'm just not going to buy from you again.
I don't blame you. That's
why I only have one of these.
Rich, I think I hit him up for you too. And yeah.
Like not that rich guy.
I run a Benchmark most of the time. Benchmade.
Ooh, Benchmade? Yeah, I don't have Xander bucks. That's all I got to say.
Fancy schmancy.
You have an airplane. What are you talking about? Like,
have you seen my airplane?
Yeah, ask him if his airplane works.
Is it on the shelf behind you?
His airplane is like
this is the closest thing I've been to flying.
Well, let's talk about the status of your airplane. So a lot of people here know that you crashed your plane twice.
No, I didn't crash my plane twice. I crashed two of my planes once.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Let me be more specific. You crashed two
airplanes.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, you didn't know that?
No.
You didn't know? That's why it's hilarious that his name is Flying Rich, because he doesn't do too much flying. But let him know. He's a pilot, okay? And he'll tell you what kind. Something about instruments. I don't know.
Yeah, 1,000-hour instrument rated pilot.
Yeah. And tell the stories.
What's there to tell? I mean, so
what's there to
basically,
tell? You crashed in planes. Tell the stories if you crashed in the planes.
Well, typically the way I tell it is I don't know why anybody would fly with a pilot that hasn't crashed and walked away. Because you don't know what kind of skill set that pilot has. I mean, what's going to happen if the fit hits the sham?
I'm not sure I buy that.
Falling bridge.
Yeah, I would probably say something.
Dude, hey, Dark, why don't you pull up the video?
Kamikaze
Dark, why don't you pull up the video?
There's video, dude. Don't.
Serious, you want me to get the video? Yeah.
Are you playing?
No. Seriously, you've never seen the video?
You're saying there's video.
Hold on.
Oh no! Don't pull up that stupid ass video. The guy descending for 12 hours.
No.
You're saying there's video of your plane crash.
Well, there's news footage.
News footage.
Oh, well,
yeah. Well, I actually dipped the stock market on the New York crash. Hold on, playlist.
What day was that on? Sorry, that's not funny. That's not funny. Sorry.
When you lost your shirt in the stock market. Aviation, here it is. Here's my playlist.
Rich,
I'll drop this. Dark, I'll drop this in the chat. Can you play it, or do you want me to share it?
If I get you can just pull it up on or where
hold on, I got to do StreamYard. I haven't set up StreamYard here.
No, it's fine. You can drop it in chat as long as it's a clickable link. Yeah. Negative. I'm landing in the Hudson. Goombeam says, "What a legend."
Plane crash? Which one?
That's great. Oh, there it is. Oh yeah, it won't let me click it. Hold on, let me see if I can.
All right.
Yeah, no, you got to do that. Or send
do I have to do this old school style?
No, send it in private chat.
In private chat? All right. Well, I got to log into StreamYard on my computer, which I can now do because I have a functional effing computer.
You can use private chat on your device too.
Yeah, but it's handy this way.
How is this more handy? That's like
because I just pasted. I just pasted.
Okay, I'm going to tell you right now, if this gets me a copyright strike, I'm not going to be happy.
I'm not going to copyright strike you.
What's a good?
I'm not John Crump. That's all I got to say.
What's a good length for a skeleton stock? Like CQB.
Personally, I like them a little bit shorter. That's a ruler. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to look it up. Hang on.
I would go like around 11 and a half inches. Keep it a little small. Maybe 12. 11 and a half, 12 and a half.
I am going to look up the Ace skeleton because I actually like that one.
All right, so let's do.
All right, that was my first plane crash.
That's 184. Oh shit, this is long.
There's no audio.
There's no audio? Perfect.
No audio. Because you have it muted.
Yeah.
You have to unmute it.
That math checks out.
Go full screen with the video. Good. Yay.
I kind of overshot this.
Welcome, everyone, to News 12 Long Island. I'm Heather Holmes.
Hello again, everyone. I'm Scott Feldman. Tonight, folks who live near MacArthur Airport expect to hear planes flying overhead. They don't expect to have one land nearly on their heads. Well, it happened early this morning when the pilot of a single-engine plane made a scary appearance. News 12 Long Island's Holly Hare is in Holbrook with all the details for us now. Holly.
Scott, overall, the people here are pretty lucky. You can see where the plane crashed into the fence and cracked it up, and you can also see the mark on the house, marking the spot where the plane crashed down at about 8:30 this morning.
I'd like to say this is fair use.
Bill Larkin with the Holbrook Fire Department says it's incredible that the pilot only had minor injuries when you look at what was left of the experimental airplane. No one on the ground was hurt when the plane slammed down on Dorothy Street on its way to MacArthur Airport nearby. Fire officials say the plane lost power, clipped the top of that house, slammed into the road before sliding into the Colon's house.
We thought it was a car that went through the fence, and my husband said it was a plane. And we just ran out of the house because the house smelled like fuel.
When I first ran out, I was afraid to look in the plane because of the damage. I knew there was going to be some kind of injury. I didn't know what kind of condition he was in. And then he was pushing on the hatch, so I pulled the hatch all the way open and helped him out of the plane.
Jeff Colon says the
He
pilot
helped you
asked to
out?
go inside and sit in his neighbor's house, the one that was clipped by the plane. Mary Lopreto says as they waited for the paramedics, the pilot talked about what happened.
He was very shaken up, and he said he lost power or something, and he knew he wasn't going to make it to the runway.
Colon says he was glad he was home with his family when this all happened. He hadn't gone to work yet because his car had broken down.
It's just kind of fate that I was home to help out, to help out, get my family out of the house and get the pilot out of the plane.
The pilot, Richard Hughes from Islip, was taken to the hospital for observation, but
There
again,
you go,
no
there's your
one here
plug.
was seriously hurt.
You know that
The
guy.
FAA is investigating. In
Was this in
Holbrook,
the
Holly
60s?
Hare, News
Like,
12 Long
very
Island.
good.
Heather.
Pretty amazing. Thank you, Holly, very much.
1953.
Well, SUNY students getting a crash course in economics.
My name is Jim Rickards.
Wow. Okay. So he wasn't lying all these years. That's awesome.
That's
Um,
pretty hilarious. Not
So
gonna lie.
so someone helped you out of the cockpit
So where did you
The
crash?
guy.
on
So
Dorothy
I
Street.
was coming in on runway 28 at Islip McGarth Airport, so I was pretty much heading due west. I was coming
for
out.
those of us that have never lived in communist states, where is that exactly?
Islip is like the middle of the South Shore of Long Island.
Oh, okay. All right.
Thank you, Holly. Rich, be honest. Were you permanently grounded?
No, nothing. No,
Back then, they didn't care. This is pre 9/11, guys. Did you see that footage?
no. This was post 9/11.
Really?
What?
Yeah.
That looked pretty grainy.
That
I was in all the
that
New
was-
York papers, and it actually dipped the stock market on word of a plane crash.
That was the
So
first
I hate to say it, I got out of that plane. I looked back. I was like, "Holy effing cow!" The wings were like folded over the back of the plane, and I had my left foot on the rudder pedal. So when the left wing got tore off, it pulled the rudder pedal back and drove my knee through the instrument panel. If you see, the instrument panel was like crushed in towards the pilot. That was my knee going through the instrument panel. So I fractured my tibia plateau in the accident.
Bless you.
So yeah, it was kind of terrifying looking back at the plane. I was like, I walked out of that.
I mean,
That was like,
it's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie. The fact that anyone in this stream has survived a plane crash is crazy. The fact that one person has survived 2 plane crashes is
or as
nuts.
my buddies say, 2.5.
2.5.
Yeah, play the next video.
Hold on. There's a third one.
There's 3 videos in that stream, in that playlist.
Oh, it's a playlist. Oh, okay. Hang on.
So I think the next one, I don't know if it's the crash or the landing at Rough River. I had a brake failure.
Man,
I'm never flying with you.
yeah, I don't know. It kind of makes me
All I
want
gotta
to.
say is you gotta look at the results.
Okay, but my grandfather was
results
a
is that you
pilot in the
crashed.
Pacific flying fighter jets or fighter planes, and he crashed or he hit the ground softer than you did fewer times. Okay, like
Hey, my grandfather also fought in the Pacific. All
Was
right,
he a-
so hang on.
is he a pilot?
No, he wasn't a
Oh.
pilot.
Welcome, everyone.
All right,
Plane crashed in Pine Bluff today, sending 4 people,
Okay, that's the
including
second
a baby, to the hospital. Good evening.
Hold
I'm
on
Kelly
one second.
Dudzik.
Not
I'm
the
Justin Early.
baby.
Police tell Fox 16 the pilot of a small home-built plane made an emergency landing on East Harding Avenue and hit a car.
Fox 16,
I'd like to
Sandra
say
Kirk
this is
joins
fair
us live
use.
from Pine Bluff tonight to show us what happened. Sandra.
Yes.
Hi,
fair
Kelly.
use,
Hi,
Sandra.
Justin. We're here on East Harding Avenue here in Pine Bluff. And let me show you, these are skid marks here from the plane, which then took out this
And
stop
those were
sign
the
right here. And
only
this
skid
blue
marks.
stuff that you're seeing right here is actually debris from the wing.
Is that
And the
a
plane
good thing?
ended up right over
Yes.
here by that speed limit sign, which is just in front of the Landers GM dealership here. Now, typically, police tell us that this
Okay, hold on. So all these years you've been telling us that you were involved in 2 plane crashes. You were actually involved in 3 plane crashes where one
No.
didn't crash badly. You just landed on a road.
I'm not kidding.
No. That's the second crash. That's the second crash.
Look, my grandfather flew Corsairs off of the Franklin and had fewer incidents. Okay,
That's crazy.
the man literally got shot down. It had to be shot down.
He was forcibly removed from the sky with bullets. and he crashed less times than you. That's crazy. Oh, Jesus. Protect us. Okay, hold on.
Because it's Sunday and traffic was light, and they also say because there was an experienced pilot involved here that those reasons really kept
Experienced
this
that
story
crashing.
from ending differently.
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
It shocked me because I thought a plane falling in Pine Bluff, I never thought it would happen.
But it did, and Zaylin Reed says he saw it happen while grabbing a late lunch with his brother across from the crash site.
It came down this way, it ran into the back of a white small car, and it knocked the car forward.
Why is it gotta be
the plane
white?
slid over into the ditch.
Police tell us the pilot seen here in the gray sweater had to make an emergency landing after the canopy of this small plane flew open. It's seen here in the gray.
New meme.
Dude, I don't know if y'all caught.
Where's Man Against the Masses? I'm waiting for the meme.
Yeah, this is fucking gold right here. look at just the sadness. And I'm sorry. I know.
Not another plane.
I know. It's something.
I'm not going to financially recover from this.
He said that's a sad turtle. Oh my god. Okay, and I'm sorry. Look, I know how I know how important your plane is to you. So I'm sorry. I don't mean to, but I mean, dude. He said, Rich looks like he's regretting every life decision.
This is back when Rich was a smuggler for the Russians.
Maybe the problem was he didn't wear his glasses. Oh.
Rich is never coming back on the stream again.
If Putin's mom drank, oh my god. Okay. That is so bad. That is so bad. Okay. Did Rich fall asleep at the wheel? I think that's a genuine question. I don't think he would have been able to recover the way he did when, he kind of landed. So I would say no. I know that's look. I look. This is also pretty serious too, because how much is that plane valued at?
I bought that plane for $40,000.
Oh,
really?
Yeah.
Not as bad as I thought.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I thought it would have been like way more than that. So I think that. I mean, that still sucks. That still sucks.
Yeah,
so.
I didn't have insurance on that one. The first plane I actually bought for 20, and had insured for 60. So I made 40 grand on the first plane crash.
Hold on. I'm sorry. I think we just casually glossed over this.
We just casually glossed over his insurance
his
fraud.
lack of insurance. So okay, you were flying in the sky and you didn't have insurance.
Hull insurance. I had liability insurance.
Oh, okay. Okay, that makes sense. How fast were you going
So
in the sky?
the first plane I had hull insurance, so I bought it for 20, insured it for 60. I probably should have insured it for more. So I made 40 grand on that crash.
Oh man. Man. Okay. All right. Let's
Accident.
yeah. Man, this guy's had 3 plane accidents.
That's more than dude. You've had more plane accidents than I have had car accidents.
Dude, fucking
Well,
JetBlue hasn't had 3 accidents.
Like I tell people, I have not had a car accident since I got my pilot's license, unless you count when I hit a car with my plane.
He was obviously
die?
fast enough. Oh man. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. I'll bring it back. You guys in the comments are ruthless. By the way. Ruthless. So how fast were you going in the sky? If you had to take a guess. I see a pattern here. How fast are you going? 100 miles an hour, 200 miles an hour?
Oh, landing about just under 100 probably on the landing.
Oh, okay. That's not too bad. It's
typically I'll fly. I think it was at 4,000 feet, flying just under 200 miles an hour when it happened.
Yeah.
And how much money did you make on stocks when you crashed?
When you crashed the stock
Out of
market?
dime.
Are you
I
sure?
probably lost money.
Okay. All right. Hang on one sec. Let's bring this back. Let's bring this sad man back. All right. One sec.
Plane slid over into the ditch.
Police tell us the pilot, seen here in the gray sweater, had to make an emergency landing after the canopy of this small plane flew open midair.
When the canopy flew open, of course, some things in the cockpit flew out. So he was blinded by that and the wind, and something that flew out clipped off a piece of the prop and, of course, made the airplane become imbalanced. And then, of course, he had to try a forced landing.
As the plane landed on East Harding Avenue, it snapped power lines and ran into this car. The wing knocked out the rear window. Inside the car during the crash, 4 people,
Holy
including
moly.
a baby, all sent to the hospital
And
to
the
be checked
baby.
out, but police say no one was seriously hurt, and the pilot is also fine.
Watch that there. Don't
Police tell
scratch
us
it.
this is normally a very busy road, but because it's a weekend and businesses are closed, traffic was light. Police say that and the pilot's experience kept this from being a different
crashing.
story.
Apparently, he's got quite a bit of experience because of the way he set
crashing.
the airplane down and was able to
Apparently, judging by the way he
touchdown to
crashed,
avoid,
he was very experienced.
catastrophic accident. Everybody was very fortunate here on East Harding today that this worked out as well as it did.
Yeah,
was
certainly true
Rich
there. Now, the
explaining
plane
why it
right
wasn't
now
his
is in a
fault.
secure hangar at the Grider Airport here in Pine Bluff. Of course, the FAA has been contacted. They will continue the investigation here, which is standard when these types of things happen. Live in Pine Bluff, Sandra Kirk, Fox 16 News.
All right, Sandra,
The
we know the
dingo ate
pilot
my
was
baby.
experienced. Does he do a lot of experimental plane flights? Is this kind of his thing? Do we know more about him?
We really are not sure. The pilot did not want to talk to reporters today. The information that we got about his experience really came
Good
from
call.
police. He didn't even want police to release his name. And today, the accident report, or the police report here, hasn't been released yet, so we weren't able to get his name today. So we really
good
don't know
call,
much.
because
All right,
they would
Fox
just
16,
find your
Sandra Kirk
other
live
plane
for us tonight in
accidents.
Pine Bluff. Thank you. Here's your Fox 16 bottom line. The crash happened around 4 this afternoon. Police tell Fox 16 the plane was heading
Hold on, is this
from
another
Monroe,
one? Is this-
Louisiana to
No,
Rochester,
that's just the
Minnesota.
recap.
It's a 1990 model Cozy 3, and it's a home-built experimental plane.
My father's a physicist. He's always just been thinking.
So I'm coming into a short runway with 3 people on board, and so it's a high-performance airplane going into a short runway, and you got to clear some trees at the end of the runway there.
I think we'll all be.
It really isn't as bumpy as it looks, but this is pre-image stabilization and all that. So once the main gear touches down, I hit the brakes, and you can just about see one of my knees going forward because the brake fails. And without that, I have no steering. So what I did is I retracted the nose gear. You'll see me reach for the center switch for the nose gear and lowered the nose to the ground. You see the nose is coming down. You'll hear it scratch.
Yeah. Holy shiza.
Now, I actually put, to my design, an aluminum plate on the nose there, just in case this ever happened.
Was your fire extinguisher as well?
Wow.
I have to
Just in
switch
case.
off, I turn the fuel
I don't need to grab
selector off, and get everybody out of the airplane.
What's that stuff on your head?
I didn't see any
hair,
smoke
you
off
mean?
the nose. In.
Oh, wow.
So, are you trying to tell us that you intended to crash this airplane?
Well, so here's the problem. I only had the right brake, which would only make me go right. And the problem with that is there's a whole bunch of airplanes parked on the side of the runway. So the whole idea is to avoid running into other airplanes.
I would not get in airplanes anymore.
See, I think you're making the wrong decision. I am the safest person to be in an airplane with. Do you see how I freaked out under pressure?
I would get into an airplane with Rich only because of my small value on life. But aside from that, I trust him. I mean, look, I don't know. I just don't have an explanation. But yeah, I would get in a plane with him. Fuck it. Just for the story. Imagine that live stream. Guys, we're going down. You know? Everyone's gonna be like, dude, we told you this was going to happen.
Everyone
Now,
said this was a bad idea.
yeah. Now that aluminum plate that you put there, did you put that there before any of your crashes or after a crash had already?
Well, this is my second airplane, so it was after the first crash.
Okay. So crashing was more of a realistic, you know, it was more of a potential at that point.
Well, there's a number of reasons, but so if you do a gear up landing and you have an aluminum plate there, it protects the pivot point of the nose gear, and basically you can just extend the gear and taxi off the runway.
Mm. You know, I've actually flown a plane before. Did I? I told you that before, right?
I have too. In the air.
Yeah, I flew a plane, a single engine Cessna, in Vegas. They got that thing where, you know, you can go up with a pilot and then they let you take over the controls, and that was crazy. Just watching that, like, you know, whatever it's called,
Artificial horizon.
Yeah,
The ball.
where like it's like, okay, one of the guys I was with, so it was 3 of us. It was one of the larger Cessnas, and it had 3 seats in the back, 2 seats in the front, and they got the suicide stick. They got the blocker thing, so people can't just go like, you know, like seriously. They had like this
I
metal.
never heard of that.
Yeah, it's like a metal cage around it that basically keeps people, like, if someone were to say, you know what, yeah, I want to go drive a plane to, you know, end it all, then they have this like physical metal like case around it where you can't just like slam it down. By the time
I never heard of that.
Yeah, by the time the person, because it's like, think of one of those cars that people do.
Obviously,
you
you've
know,
never heard of it, Rich. You keep crashing them.
clearly you've never heard about it. And I think the planes are different, right? Like Dark flies with Rich. Rich turns Dark into Richie Valens. Valens? I don't know who that is.
I don't get it.
Musician that died in a plane crash.
Didn't
Oh
they
wow.
all?
Okay. Yeah, they all either heroin or plane crashes. That's
Or both.
Yeah, yeah. But think of like those cars that people do, like you know,
Student driver.
drivers. Yeah,
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 driver's
student
ed.
driver, driver's license tests, and you know, the instructor has controls and the student has controls. And if the student starts doing something really stupid, the instructor can slam on the brakes or turn the wheel or whatever.
Well,
That's kinda how
planes
this
are
works.
all dual control. Even my plane has a second set of controls.
Yeah, but think of it like this. Think of like 2 steel things installed so you couldn't turn the wheel too much to the to the right
I
or
got you.
left. Yeah, yeah.
That's
It was
kind of lame.
Well, I mean, I didn't plan on jamming the stick down anyway, you know.
Did you
Literally, a Cessna 172, you can take the yoke and turn it 90 degrees and count to 3 before anything happens.
Yeah, it was a little more touchy than that, but it was a little bit of a challenge to, not a challenge, but it was a task to kind of keep it, you know, leveled. It was kind of sensitive. It was more sensitive than I thought it would be, because I mean, those planes take off at like 55
Wait, you said
miles an
Cessna,
hour.
right? You said Cessna?
Yeah, it was a single engine Cessna. Yeah.
Dude, my plane, you don't even move the stick. You just think about it when you're in cruise speed.
And then it crashes.
Yeah, pretty much.
Sorry, you know, people are going to give you shit for that now. Anytime you talk about,
It's
honestly,
been years. I'm okay with it.
I told you, like, I don't know, probably like a year ago, maybe not that far. I know we've talked about it several times since then, but I was like, dude, we honestly should do like Give, Send, Go, GoFundMe kind of thing, you know, a campaign to help get you back up in the air, because I know how important your plane is to you. Now,
I just need to know. I just need to know when you're taking it out, so I can know when to buy and sell stocks.
yeah, right. Or when to not be in Florida.
Right.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't really have a choice in that, but
Well, you could take a small vacation.
So there's a couple of things. I could go into a whole lot of detail. So Thirsty Cult is asking, how do you still have a pilot's license? And if so, how? So there's a bunch of different criteria, but the ATF and the ATF, the FAA and the NTSB will investigate aircraft accidents.
See, that's how much shit we talk about the ATF, where you're
Right.
accidentally calling a different governmental organization. the
Another
ATF.
three-letter
Yeah.
agency.
Yeah.
So if the FAA thought I had a skill issue, they would ask for a check ride. And they did not find any issue with how I operated the airplane, and therefore it never was requested to do a check ride.
So you've never had to do a check ride ever?
Can a common citizen request one?
Can a 3D printing influencer request one? Excuse me. That's great. I look. I'm just blown away that, number one, you're alive, and this also tells me why you're so happy, because you're like, fuck, I'm literally living on borrowed time. So hey, like, let's party. You know, I was supposed to be dead years ago.
Multiple times.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that first one, when I got out and looked back, I'm like, oh shit, nobody survives that. That was god awful.
That was like God's hand keeping you alive. That's crazy. He just crashes print heads these days. Mm-hmm.
No, he's got that fancy Chinese printer.
That dang old Chinese printer and printing accessories. If Rich can bring a bird down safe, that for real is a crazy skill. Yeah, it is.
Oh,
So is
yeah.
knife making, Jackson. Just saying.
And Dark's only said that because he wants a free sample.
I actually do. I really want. I really do want one, but we also are looking for. So Jackson, the thing that I've been meaning to get with you with, but like, you know, we haven't connected yet, and then you had said you were sick and recovering. Is that we're looking for a knife builder for Freedom Crew University. So, if you're down for that, let me know.
I feel like I should know what that is, and I don't.
So Freedom Crew University is.
Only the coolest and most skilled gun builders are on Freedom Crew University.
Yeah.
Hence, you aren't invited.
Makes sense.
Oh,
That
that's
adds up.
That's not very kind.
Shit checks out.
So it's a university where people come to learn how to build guns, and it was started by a Marine gun builder, myself, Rich, Tactical Trash Panda, Angry Sarge, PD Ralph was an instructor there too. Like all of
So
us
they'll just
are
let anybody in.
Yeah, anyway. Yeah. I mean, honestly, I started it, but I was like, Marine gun builder, you can take the credit for this. Okay. You know, I got so much other stuff going on. Yeah. I'm just kidding. No, I mean, it was, you know, a group effort. The school can't exist without the instructors, and the instructors can't exist without the school. So, yeah, so it's cool shit, and we're doing a bunch of new things because originally we were starting to do classes, right? And the classes would be kind of more of a intimate setting, 6 students, 1 instructor, and they were like $250 to $300. So not like the $10,000 that, like, you know, SDI and other schools like that cost. It is a little bit more affordable, but that's still costly, right? Not everyone can drop $250, $299. So what we started doing is coming up with like seminar and events where more people can attend for like $20, $25, and they can sit through like a 3-hour seminar on how to build a Glock or a 1911 or an AR or ghost gunner shit or 3D printing shit, you know, all sorts of stuff like that. So it's kind of everything. AKs, 1022.
Can I interrupt here? And all I got to say is, gun builders always should have a small dog. Make the ATF work for that target.
Yeah,
I have 3, so it's more like a shooting gallery.
That's why the one of the first 3 guys always has a shotgun, right? Because they never know. They don't want to miss, you know. Will shotguns set off Tanner? Oh, well, no, we can talk about that another time.
Yes, they will.
Yeah?
Yeah. Oh,
Buckshot?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Dang.
Bird
Yeah.
shot, if you have the right mix.
Huh. Yeah. Interesting.
'Cause
Yeah. No,
I have the two monkeys. So I have the two little ones, and then you guys saw my Aussie too a minute ago.
the big guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want a dog. I've been dogless for a while. My last dog was a pit. He was a big brindle pit, and he was awesome, and I missed him. And the state of Virginia killed him.
What the shit?
Yeah, we had to put him down. He bit 3 people. Oh, there's Rich's.
But maybe they were
dog.
tasty.
They were tasty. They were also idiots that literally ran up to a pit bull. I mean, one of the dudes literally ran up to my dog, and my dog bit his shoe. He wasn't trying to like hurt him. He was just like scared, and he was trying to like protect himself and me. Oh, that's cute. But I mean, the issue was us, right? Like we in my family did not like raise him properly. We didn't raise him around other dogs and other people and kids. And because of that, like with us, with the family, he was like a golden retriever, right? Like the nicest dog in the world. The moment that there was a knock on the door, a doorbell, or a kid or a vehicle or another dog or something, it was like something just clicked on him, man. When I would see his hair stand up on his back, dude, it was like I can't control him anymore. He would literally, he learned how to slip out of this little little slippery mofo, would slip out of his harness, and he would know what he was doing, and he would literally like swoop and then just pew and be out of there. Pepper. Socializing is the key. Absolutely. 100%. Oh, Bob says, I'm happy Rich has survived these crashes.
Well, thank you. You're the first one to admit that.
That's kind. I'm all jokes aside, right? Because of course we got to beat you up a little bit. Of course, I am happy that you survived all these and you're still with us and that you're still on borrowed time. That's important to me. Safety Harbor Firearms says, Walt, or no, Rich said, never mind. Yeah, he says that. Dogs don't have hands, just legs and a mouth. This is also true. The pit bull debate, here we go. Well, no, I mean, it didn't have anything to do with the type of dog. I mean, he was a pit bull, right? But I could have done that with any dog, and not socializing them with, anyone or anybody or any other pet. That was, my fault. I am the reason that my dog was killed at 1.5 years old. And he was big, man. He was big. He was like 75 pounds.
Uh-oh. Snoring Rich is going to crash.
So Snoring Rich, you guys get to guess who Snoring Rich is. He's a channel member, and he is, dare I say it, one of the OGs. And Snoring Rich, let me know if those two things are correct. And I haven't told anyone. I literally have not told.
He hasn't even told me.
Yep. He's asked too. He's asked. He's like, who is Snoring Rich? Rich surviving plane crashes is like me surviving car crashes. Once shit hits the fan, time slows down like Matrix. He says, yep, I knew it. I knew it. Okay, now what he's saying is totally, so yes, so Snoring Rich is both of those things. I knew that. An OG and a channel member in his other account. Hell yeah. I thought it was you. So what Jackson is saying totally has merit, okay? There's been times where, like, if you're in a bad situation and you totally freak out and you lose it, your chances of dying have just increased remarkably.
100%.
Yeah, right?
Zero chance survival.
Yeah, the being calm as a superpower thing is totally true. Like if you don't have the ability to stay calm during, your potential imminent death, so I was in a single lane road. I was driving towards another car, and it was not the best conditions on the road. It was a little icy here and there, not everywhere, right? But I should have been driving slower. And I hit a wide turn, and I was doing something. I was reaching around or the car or something like that. Props to whoever got the reach around joke. Oh, shucks. But I look up, and me and another vehicle were headed right into the path of each other. And I had to make a decision on which direction I was going to go. I don't know which direction he's going to go. Maybe he's going to try to go this way to avoid me or whatever. So the person in my car at the time, which I won't say who it is, but the person in my car started screaming, freaking the fuck out. Total, like Macaulay Culkin, like, right? And I just was like, literally didn't even break a sweat, made an adjustment slowly, because if I adjusted too quickly on slick and icy roads, that would have been bad, and we survived. And then afterwards they're like, right? And I'm just like calm down, right? If you don't stay calm, your chances of dying just increase like tenfold. And yes, being calm is a superpower. Sorry, go ahead, Rich.
So, all right, I think, Dark, I may have told you this story. We're flying, it was my wife, my daughter, myself. We're flying from New York to Florida for Thanksgiving.
You allow kids in the plane with you?
That was before the second crash.
Right.
So, we're flying down to Florida. So here's the great thing. So it's like, costs about $700 round trip, New York to Florida in my plane, which is not good if you get a $300 round trip on Southwest. But at Thanksgiving, when you put 3 people in the plane and it's like $700 round trip, then it's a bargain flying your own plane. So, plus I want to do some other flights. I want to go down to the Keys and stuff like that in my plane, but I didn't end up doing that. So, my wife, we're somewhere over Virginia. I think we just crossed Chesapeake Bay. She's like, I got to go to the bathroom. So I'm like, we're VFR over the top. So there was a cloud deck below us, and I was flying on visual flight rules. So I had to get an instrument clearance to descend through the clouds and land at that airport. Now, I didn't tell my wife I had the autopilot on. Anytime, pretty much, I get the gear up in the airplane, I turn the autopilot on. And especially going through, if you're IFR, autopilot is a big, it takes a lot of the workload off you. So I got the autopilot on, and it's like she's got a death grip on my arm, and she's like, "Are we okay? Are we okay? Are we okay?" The whole minute that we're descending through the cloud layer.
Yeah.
And then when we land, she's like, "You're the best pilot. I was watching that artificial horizon, did not move. It was rock solid. You handled that great." It was about 10 years. Actually, it might have been longer. I did not tell her I had the autopilot on.
Oh my God. That's the funniest thing though, because like I swear to God, and God bless the women in my life, but I could picture like if one of the women in my life were in that exact situation, they would freak out, they would grab their cell phone and call a man and tell them what's going on before they actually fix the situation.
So I have both of my grandpas were pilots. I told you one, flew Corsairs in World War II, had a small aircraft after that. Mm-hmm. The other one, civilian, but still had several airplanes just throughout his life, right? So I told my wife, I'm like, I should get my pilot's license. She goes, "Cool, I'm never getting in that plane." Straight up. So I kind of like, no. Yeah, just hard no.
He said, "Yo, that's exactly what my wife did." Yeah, that's what they do.
Yeah, she was very clear. She's like, "I'm not getting in a small airplane with you flying." I'm like, okay.
So, are you interested in getting your license, your pilot's license?
I kind of wanted to once upon a time, just because like family tradition almost.
Yeah.
But honestly, it's so expensive.
Yeah, no, it is.
It's stupid expensive. Yeah.
Everything's expensive. The license is expensive. The plane's expensive. The insurance is expensive. Like
Do you know how to tell if someone
what's highly annoying?
Yeah. Do you know how to tell who has a pilot's license or when someone has a pilot's license?
They'll tell you.
Yes. Don't worry, they'll tell you. Dude, it's so funny because like Rich told me that joke, and then I started realizing like, holy shit, all these D-bags that are like, oh yeah, well, so I have a pilot's license, right? And, like that.
Okay,
it's
so
like,
if a pilot doing keto also does CrossFit, what do they tell you first?
oh man, what a mind fuck right there.
I was just gonna say vegan, but you know.
Jesus, man. I mean, CrossFit, like, you know, I can't on Saturdays because I got CrossFit with the guys, you know.
I CrossFit, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, late for my CrossFit appointment.
Do you even CrossFit, bro? Dude, it's but I mean, you know, gun guys, so not virgin gun guys, like newer gun guys that are into the community are kind of the same way. They're kind of like, oh, is your
I just
done?
you guys know I'm a vegetarian, right? I'm a strict vegetarian.
No, I don't think anyone's proud about that anymore.
I'm secondhand vegetarian, that is.
One day, did you just have a print?
There it is.
Oh, okay, all right. I think you just had a print finish. So, the shit, I don't even remember what I was talking about now.
I got distracted by Rich being a vegetarian.
I knew he had a print that was done. I just called it.
God damn.
Yeah, I think I need to rewind my own stream to see what I was saying. Look at that. You better give credit to the original developer.
I don't know, but I labeled it. It's Trigger Pack 01.
So what you should have done is renamed it and changed the CAD file to Trigger Pack 01.5 V3. And then, yeah, that's the PEI. That's the PEI sheet. Right? Isn't that PEI?
Something.
That's definitely PEI because it's.
Yeah, walk. Yeah, that's what I thought. Pete Booty Plug forced me to stop flying. What? And Emptocracy, what's up, man? Good to see you.
Well, I mean, I didn't tell you about my career as, you know, a train engineer, did I?
No way. This cannot be true. This cannot be true. Did you hear they're considering lowering the standards for pilots to allow for more diversity?
Yes, that's
no way.
Actually occurring. That's
That
actually occurring. It's totally happening.
Oh, I'm sorry. Real quick, I do remember what I was talking about. What I was saying is that's like the pilot's license thing and the CrossFit and, you know, keto, whatever, is just like newer gun guys that like go to work and they're talking to people and they're like, oh yeah, well, I mean, I'm going to the shooting range this weekend, and they think that it's like CrossFit or that it's like keto. Like, you can't just say that shit, dude. Now half the people at your job are going to think you're, you know, a psychopathic Trump supporter, redneck, and, you know, whatever. Some people, like, look, I understand normalizing that shit, right? It's important to normalize it, but you got to do so in a strategic way. Let people get to know you, right? And they're like, oh wow, he's, you know, this guy's a decent, normal.
I mean, the way I do it is first day of work, I just line up a bunch of 50 cal rounds on my desk, and you know.
Yeah, that's normal. That's
like,
what
what's that?
About.
Nothing. Don't ask.
It's not weird at all.
So we was flying and shit, and I
How
can
have you not been canceled?
I have no idea. Live leak about to be lit. Oh my god. R.I.P. to freaking Live Leak. He said, oh my god, we're about to be fucked. Oh, dude, it's got to be a joke. It's got to be a joke. Morningstar, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Y'all buckle your seatbelts and shit. Dude.
You guys
Oh my god, this is terrible. That's terrible. Okay, sorry. Oh, happy birthday. That's awesome, man. Happy birthday. Okay, if you got if you guys have not seen that video, okay. If you've not seen that video, I cannot believe people are not leaving in droves right now. I'm sorry, we're just doing stupid shit tonight. But There's this video.
Wait, is that different than any other night?
I mean, sometimes we actually have a show, but these two girls are live streaming, right? And they're going through the.
No, it's TV. It's TV.
There's
it's
no
live
way that's
TV.
There's no way that's TV.
It's live TV.
They
it's
both
live
have
TV.
like headsets in. They both have like ear pods in and shit. Well, whatever. Let's say it's TV or live streaming, whatever it is. A lot of people were watching it. Okay.
My favorite. Hold on, I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find my favorite one.
Post the link. They say post the link. Scared the cat away. Okay, so basically somebody posted and they said happy birthday, Nick. And then they said that his first name was Nick and his last name was Gurr, right? So the first girl is like, oh, and someone wants you to wish happy birthday to whatever. She clicks on it, she's like, oh, and a happy birthday to Nick Gurr. But the second time she says it, like she flows it, and she's kind of like not even engaged. So she says it so quick and so fast, and I mean, it sounds like and her eyes are like, like you could tell right when she noticed, and it was like her world just crashed around her. She was like, what have I done? And it was like gold. Now, of course, I don't like racism and stuff. That's bad, right? This is just like light comedy.
Dude.
Okay?
Well, I just sent you one that's network TV. We've talked about this before, and keeping with flying. This is
all right. I can't keep playing shit, man. I'm gonna fuck around and play a.
It's fair use.
It's not fair use. That's a lie. They lie about this. No way. This cannot be real.
WKTVU TV. KTVU.com.
Right. I'll bite. Hang on.
So, all right, before you play it, can you imagine the guy making the slides up? This is total Anchorman. It was Anchorman.
Yeah.
It's like
story, Rich.
Dude, if we put it on the screen, will they say it? It's like, yeah, they'll say it. No, they won't say it. I could just see the guys that do the artwork saying, I'm betting you $50 they will not read this. It's like, I bet you 50 they will. And
they probably don't know what we're talking about. So let's play it.
So play it. Did you pull the audio?
Trying to determine the cause of death and whether she was already dead when the truck hit her. We have new information now also on the plane crash. KTVU has just learned the names of the 4 pilots who were on board the flight. They are Captain Sum Ting Wong, Lee Lo, Ho Lee Fook, and Bang Ding Ao. The NTSB has confirmed these are the names of the pilots on board when it crashed. We are working to determine exactly what.
Okay, hold up. First off, your level of amusement is almost embarrassing, but it's hilarious. So, how did they not know walking into this that Captain Something Wong and We Too Low, holy fuck, and Bang Ding Ow were not total troll names? This is crazy.
I could just see the guys making the art going like, they're gonna know. And it's like, no, they won't. They're gonna know.
It's what did it was the fact that they put Captain Something Wong. If it was just Something Wong, never would have flown. So, Xander, tell me about any projects that you're working on.
I'm currently working on trying to make a skeleton stock for the Ark.
Nice.
Because I didn't like the options I was presented with.
Okay. So
Ark 1 or Ark 2?
Actually an Ark 1, because I want a 16-inch 9mm for Summer Speed League.
Nice.
I actually compete with these things, right? So I'm trying to build I have most of it done. I just need the buffer tube stock done now. It's all in carbon fiber nylon. It looks
That
fantastic.
was going to be my next question. Yeah.
Yeah. So I actually put the filigree scroll work from my stack frame across most of the ARC 1.0. And then now I'm making a high speed, or what I hope to be a high speed stock for it.
So if I was going to redo like the ARC1 or the ARC2, one of the things I would do is I would put thinner steel rods, threaded rod in. Is that something you did, or?
No, that's way too much work.
I mean, everything's already designed around those.
And I guess the other thing, if I was printing carbon fiber nylon, I'd thin up the walls a bit.
Yeah, I'm not going through all that effort either. That's like a lot of work. That's like a whole remix. And Zip is working on 3.0 already. So and 4.0. No, we could tell people that he's working on 3 and 4.
Wait, you mean nobody's got that every year there's a release?
You know, sometimes people need to wait for 3 plane crashes before they see a pattern. Just saying.
But
so hold on. So how is so you're talking about a skeleton stock that's, because obviously it incorporates the buffer, right? So you're talking
I'm
about
actually taking his buffer tube, extending it, and I'm kind of playing with the idea of like an A2 stock right now, like that kind of triangle design, and then I might try and cut out pieces of it to lighten the weight even more.
Have you run a can on the 2.0 by any chance?
No, I don't have a can because I refuse to pay the state anything for my rights.
Gotcha. Somebody was asking, Darn, I was going to ask Zip if anyone has run the 2.0 with a suppressor and gotten the gas tube hot enough that the PTFE tube off gases. I don't know what the temperature. I mean,
well, we don't use PTFE tubing though.
Isn't it something else?
It's not PTFE.
Oh, maybe it is PTFE. Maybe
I
that
think
is
it's.
what landed on.
I got a tube
it
over
is,
here.
but PTFE gets. I mean, that's a high temperature.
Yeah, I think that shit can get like insanely hot.
Yeah, like that's why we use it for high temperature printing.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
So, and Jack, I don't get to compete because I'm one of the organizers, but I will try and run in the staff match.
So that's the other thing, is you're working on the Gunmakers match, right?
That is always ongoing. But yes, we do have the 3rd annual Gunmakers match in Monroeville, Pennsylvania this year in April 22nd, I believe.
Nice.
Numbers are not my friend. But we're excited about it. It should be bigger and better than even previous years. Due to popular demand, there will be a 22 LR side match. If you're a registered competitor, you can compete in the 22 side match.
Okay. Is it too late to ask for one more class to be added?
Yes.
The meme class?
The meme class?
The meme class.
We already have people's favorite awards.
Okay.
Which is kind of the meme class.
Yeah. Because I kind of think.
Well, JSD, obviously one of our bigger sponsors, always does a People's Choice Awards at the end.
Okay.
And that's literally like you nominate it while you're standing there. So that's usually the meme awards on some level.
Important.
Although I think Darewood won year 1 because he showed up at the King Cobra and everybody lost their minds.
Yeah.
This was before it was even in beta.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that thing's pretty nasty. That's the one that uses the magnetized
magnets. Yes.
Yeah.
And now
how cool is that?
This year he has the RTT9. I'm printing one of those. I'm not sure if I'll bring mine. I'm still debating on what I'm actually going to bring. Obviously, my 17 long, my stack frame is coming because I absolutely love that thing. And it's been running great in all my 3-gun competitions, but it's a toss-up for the carbine. Like, I kind of want to compete with the ARC 2.0 just because it's rifle caliber, and why not? But this 9mm, it's coming out really cool. I'm really enjoying it.
Hell yeah, man. That's awesome. Yeah, there's been a lot of not debate. There's been a lot of conversation about the difference between, like, let's say like an 8.5-inch 9mm sub gun and a 16.5-inch 9mm barrel, and that the difference is usually about an average of 50 feet per second. And I would have thought that there was just way more of a speed advantage to that, but with the 9mm, apparently there's kind of like not diminishing results because, well, I guess in a way it is, but basically 8.5 or so inches is kind of like the peak performance, and then
That's what I've been told.
Yeah. 8.5
No, but
inches
yeah,
is
anything over 8 inches
horrendous.
and you're really not gaining much. You
Yeah.
might gain some accuracy, but not speed.
Yeah, that's true. Accuracy. And it
But
also depends on
realistically,
rifling.
and we went back and forth on this a lot when we were writing the rules, to the point where I couldn't remember what the rules were at one point. But the basically the distances we're shooting at, it really doesn't matter the length so much. Like, we're not shooting 100+ yards with a 9mm, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
realistically, it probably doesn't matter. I just wanted to do it because I have a I can show a barrel, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
So I have
yeah.
one of the Jackson
Nice.
9mm 16-inch with the integrated comp.
Hell yeah.
So I just wanted to build something around it. So
Those are good barrels.
Yeah,
Those are
they're
good
great
barrels. Yeah.
Hey,
I've
I
had-
was Googling 3D printed gun shit, and Jack Posobic's tweet came up. California inmate has now beaten to death 2 child molesters with a cane while in prison, authorities say.
Yeah, that happened weeks ago, right? Are you on Internet Explorer?
Oh, okay. 2.0.
Oh my god, how okay, my this live stream has now been negatively flagged by YouTube. Just letting you
Seriously?
guys know. Yeah, I don't know what we did. Well,
Just the barrel?
no. It had to have been prior to that because I had refreshed it prior to that. It was I'm gonna guess that it was maybe some of the other stuff we were saying.
Probably. Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, no, it wasn't the barrel though, because
No,
I had already hit
probably
refresh prior to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy though, man. Yeah, so you're running a 16-inch 9mm in the ARC.
Well,
You're gonna upgrade the stock.
Yeah, I'm working on the stock now, specifically for competitions, because I don't know if everybody knows, but that's kind of my shtick lately. Is I run regular FUD competitions with 3D printed and DIY guns. I call it FUD outreach. Well, usually I show up, and if like we have regulars, right, and a bunch of people have already seen it now, but especially when we have new people, or if we get rotated into a squad where I haven't shot with these guys before, there's always at least one going, "Is that printed?" You know, I'm like, "Yep." It's like, "Well, that's gonna explode. You can't use that." I'm like, "Okay, relax."
Yeah, well, check me out.
Yeah, and then it runs all day, and they're like, "Oh."
While they're
it's
fixing.
so bad out there in the FUD culture that the first match I shot was with a P80, and the guy, the range master, actually straight up told me, he's like, "I've never seen one run all day."
Yeah, well,
I'm
most
like,
people.
It's a P80, like.
Dude, I'll tell you this. I just had a guy hit me up. Now, I've over the last like 5 or 6 months, I've fulfilled like about 2,500 orders. All right, and some of them multiple jigs, some of them 3, 4 jigs, some of them 1 jig. Right, so just kind of an idea. Okay, so people hit me up all the time talking about building shit. This guy, and if you're out there, guy, I'm sorry. Okay, I know I've talked about this once before. But this guy hit me up, and I exchanged 14 emails with him about how to turn a bolt, actually. And I've never been so embarrassed in my life.
Can you get me? I want to offer him a CAD job. Maybe you can help me, CAD some crap up. I'd appreciate his help.
He would be calling you asking.
Flying
He'd be
with CAD
like,
jobs.
"How do I turn my computer
$5.
on?" And
$5
then
CAD jobs.
And then I told him how, like, I was like, "Look, what you do is you put an Allen key in the left side, then take some needle nose on one side, right? Hold it tight, and then turn it. Because if you keep turning it, the other side turns. Because I'm talking about the single pin jig for the new
yeah.
P80 frame, right? These bolts, they're M5 bolts, and if you turn one side, the other side turns. So I was like, you got to keep it still." And he's like, "Can you show me how to hold it?" And he's talking about pliers.
At least
I'm like,
Oh,
ask me
okay.
to
All right.
show him
Yeah,
how
be
to
worried.
shake it.
yeah, right. Can you show me how to shank it? You know, like what the? And then I literally send a picture with the Allen key in the slot and the needle nose on the other side, and I snap a picture and send it to him with instructions on exactly what to do. And I mean, I can't make this shit up, dude. It was like I
You're
got a
nicer than I am because I probably would have lost my shit at that point.
I kind of lost my shit after the 14th
Yeah.
email.
I don't think Dark will know this, but Xander will know this. It's an ID10T problem.
Yep.
Yeah, I heard about that. You did make me aware of that.
The ID10T issue.
Yeah.
So I actually got sent to HR for that joke once before.
Really?
Yeah, it's great when you tell a joke so funny, even HR wants to hear it.
Yeah. I've been there before for some other stuff. But so check this out. So then I'd gone on the show, I'd gone on Crump's show, and we were talking about it, and I was like, dude, look, I gotta talk about this shit. I'm not gonna put this guy's name out there, but I'll show some of the emails because it is literally
I'm sure Rusty
unbelievable.
Shackelford won't mind if you out him.
I love
Yeah.
it. Rusty's hilarious.
Yeah, no, I
He's a
promise
good
it
dude.
wasn't him. Yeah, no. So this, let me see where it is. Okay, so now we're sitting at 16, 17, 18 messages. Okay. The first one started like this. Bro, jig to get the front lock and block, not locking block, lock and block hole for the jig or for the G19. The screws so tight in it, I can't even get it open. What the fuck? So that's what he said to me. All right.
So you send the jig. It's like these two pieces, and there's 2 nuts, 4 nuts. What do we got?
2 nuts. 2
2
bolts.
nuts.
Yeah.
So you hand thread them together and put them in the bag.
Yeah. I mean, they're about.
So you're not grabbing vice grips and Loctite and.
No. It should be hand tight. However, you know, if you torque them down pretty tight, and let's say they go out in the cold or some shit, I don't know, right? Let's just say, I don't know, God tightens them. Whatever happened, they got super tight for him. Or I just think he was spinning it constantly, and he was thinking that, man, they're just so tight. No, you have to hold the other side, dude. Like it doesn't work like that. And I was kind. I said, really? That's odd. I haven't had that issue before. Maybe try to use an Allen key on one side and some needle nose pliers on the other side to twist
Dude,
it off.
can we act this? Can you send us the copy so I can be the dude and read it? No, you don't want that to happen.
God. You know,
Yeah, that's how you lose customers. But
I would love to, but you know, it's not working. It's so tight. The screw it's so tight. The screw is twisting with the watcher. The watcher. I know what you meant, dog. Oh man, sorry.
But wait, you didn't read the. But ain't be got no alleys.
I don't. God damn it, Rich. So I was like, okay, do this, and I sent him a picture with the Allen wrench and the needle nose and all that because he sent a picture, and the picture, oh, that has his name in it. Hold on, and the picture was. Hold on, let me get his name out of here. You can see like the background. First off, he completely twisted it off. There's like material all around it, right? Like, you know, it's he's been rough with the product. And
no, is that a nylock nut? Is that what that is?
Nylock?
It's a nylon insert into the nut.
I mean,
so it's a nylock nut.
I don't know. It's a M5. I don't know. Are you saying like, is there a nylon piece that locks it in there?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there might be inside the nut, but I mean, it's all hand tight. And I mean, literally, like I sent pictures to this guy that were like literally like perfect. Okay. I was super patient with him. Okay. I'm like, and do this, and then turn, you know, give him step-by-step directions.
It's like,
and
that'd be too much work.
He said, I don't have a alley that fits. So okay, and
wait. Can DAT or THAT?
DATS, and I would show you, but it's so short that his name is right there, and that DATFITS, and it's not about
I probably would have lost it by now.
So then after all this, I go through 14 emails with this guy, okay, and did this guy go to the CRS School of Talking Gooder?
Oh, sport brand. All I gotta say is CRS is one of the smartest guys I know, and he's a guy that college would have been good to him.
Yeah,
college would not. If CRS went to college, that guy'd be like wicked smart. So
I
guys
didn't go to college, and I'd be smart and shit.
Yeah, but no, CRS is somebody that could have used some formal college because he understands things like his analytics, the way his brain works is like off the charts with the analytics.
Mike McClune, I'm sorry to hear that, brother. We love you. Keep your head up and have a good night. Even though work sucks, have a good night, man. Thank you for tuning in. You're special. Rich and Cron don't agree, but I think I'm just kidding.
Well, I don't know. I'm trying to say, like, do I have to say, yeah, me too, but no homo? I mean, how do I make that?
I mean, you could. I mean, I'll say this, okay, and then we'll end this part here, this little segment here. I try to be as patient as possible with him, okay? And for some people out there that are like, well, Dark, why are you going to put people on blast on your show? Like, hey, DLD hardware, my business is separate, right? But when people do shit like chargebacks, when they curse at me and stuff like that, yeah, I'm gonna put you on blast. Sorry, I'm not gonna say your name, not gonna put your info out, but I may put you on blast, okay? And there's some other people I should put on blast. But then after me helping this dude, he responds back, email number 16, and he says, never mind, I got it. Then I got email number 17.
No, wait. I challenge you. I would bet $100 the text did not read NEVERMINDI.
It was
GOT.
Not that eloquently put. Oh no. Never mind. I got it. That's what it says.
No way.
Straight up.
No.
I could literally copy and text and send it to you. Now, never mind is not one word here. It's two words, but I think he's, well, I don't know. But then he sends a picture. Do you know how to remove these? And he shows a picture of this frame that has just been chewed up. Like, look at the tabs. Okay.
Hold it down. Go full screen.
Oh, come on. Don't do that to me. I don't want it to, hold on. I don't want to get like an alert or something like that and have it show. Hold up. So look at the tabs. So tabs are a mess. Look at the channel, dude.
Oh, jeez.
And he asks, like, how do I remove these? And he's like, my
this is a bridge frame.
It's a bridge frame. And he's like, my LBRS won't fit. I'm like, yeah,
that's right.
That's what the bridge frame is. It's like literally. And I told him, hey, do this. Get a X-Acto knife, chisel, and kind of work your way around there. You'll have to apply pressure and then kind of work your way. And actually, I'll even tell you, the best way to remove those are with a chisel point X-Acto knife or a scribe. You can also use some type of razor knife. Definitely use hand tools. You will have to work at it slowly, push your tool into it, and cut it. You don't want to use a Dremel or any rotary tool. Think of a flat razor style X-Acto knife. Those are the best option. Damn, I don't have a X-Acto. What about a knife? X-Acto. What about a knife? I can also get hot to melt it. The end.
I mean, we used to. I still do. I still remove supports sometimes with a soldering iron.
Yeah, I mean, if it works.
Yeah, but all right. So Xander, if you said you were going to do that with a soldering iron, I would trust you to do it perfectly.
Yeah. Yep.
Perfect is probably a stretch, but yeah, close.
Do it well. I think doing it well
Do
would
it
be
gooder.
fair. But shout out to Dark for sending me that knife. Hell yeah, man. You won it. You deserve it. I think somebody else won one too, because I still have one extra. So if you did, of course, everyone is
it was
gonna say
me.
me.
Yeah,
It was
Yeah,
me.
right. That's what I was gonna say. Me. I gotta go back to that stream where I'm gonna order like 10 of these and give them away. I'm also going to get some of the multi tools and give them away.
because you're a
If you-
benevolent god.
yeah, I do what I can for the peeps. A scribe? Where the heck am I finding a guy who writes with feathers on scrolls? So a scribe. Yeah, you guys.
Well,
Yeah,
it was allegorical.
yeah, that was
If anybody knows the movie quote for that, I will send you a patch.
allegorical.
Yeah, what movie did that come from?
I'm guessing Princess Bride, but
Nope.
No, definitely not Princess Bride.
I'll even give you a couple minutes to Google it if you can. We'll give them 4 minutes at 12:15.
I'm gonna ask ChatGPT.
Oh, that was A Knight's Tale.
Fine, I'll send you a patch.
Okay, so I literally just searched it, which is not fair, but I would love one of your patches because this little guy right here, the bottom one, he doesn't have many patches.
I'll send you a patch.
Yay! Guys, I do need patches. I'm in need of patches. But so here's the thing.
Are you coming to the Makers match?
I think I'm busy.
Dark doesn't
April
leave his house.
22nd. No,
Dark
it's not.
does not leave his house.
So it depends. I've separated with my wife, and because of that, I've had to, we toggle weekends with my daughter. So let me see. Oh no, that's my weekend. That sucks. Actually, hold on. I think we switched. Hold on. This was.
Wait. You can switch a weekend?
Oh, I can't. But when she
you
switches
can.
a weekend, yeah, I can't. She's
Then
allowed
it's okay.
to.
Then it's high five, fist bump. We're cool.
Yeah. Let me see. I think I got it.
Oh, and Dark, I'm on stream tonight.
Oh, you know what? I think I can go the 22nd.
That would be pretty dope. If you do come, I'm going to bring a bunch. I'll just give you one there. If not, I will buy a stamp.
You know what? I can send you a DLD hardware envelope with a return envelope in it. And then you can just
put a stamp in it.
Yeah. And for anyone out there, if you do have a patch that you would like to see on the patch wall behind me, which soon will be a P80 wall and patches too, but you can send one to DLD Hardware at 42395 Ryan Road, Suite 112, Box 186, Ashburn, Virginia 20148. Just saying.
Dave, I know that's not your real address.
Bro. Come on, man. I have 5 lonely patches on mine. Oh, I know. All I have is a box full of PWEDC patches, but I may be getting the coolest patch ever made, which
I just told you, yes.
Yeah, it is. No, so I hand write F the ATF with permanent marker, like sharp, think of like a really thick chisel tip Sharpie, right? And I write that on every single jig that I send out. And I hit up my patch guy and I was like, yo, I want this as a patch and I want it to look like it's written in Sharpie, like a rectangle patch. And then the bottom, I want it to say DLD Hardware and DLD After Dark, like on YouTube. And I think I'm going to work that out. It's super exciting.
Yeah. Are you going to see it sometime in the next 3 months?
Probably 5 or 6 based on previous production times. He was another one, Rich. You're not the only one, man. Unfortunately.
Oh.
Not that I mind. The quality was fantastic when they showed up, but
Mark Tucka, what up?
I'm just a big fan of, if you tell me it's going to be a month, then it needs to be a month. If you're going to tell me it's going to be 6 months, then that's fine. Just tell me it's going to be 6 months.
It just needs to be 6 months. Yeah.
Well, I
see.
I wanted these patches done instead of like this, and I was told I wasn't possible.
Hey, can we do like a quick hot or not poll if I send you a...
Yeah, I love polls. What is this hot or not? Are we doing guns or girls?
Stock.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. You can screen share it, and I'll pull it up.
I guess that works.
Yeah, you can actually screen share your CAD. You could honestly, it would have been a whole show for you to just screen share what you're CADing, like while we're talking about
Can
it.
I screen share what I'm catting? Hold on.
Nope. Only he can.
Let's see if my computer can even do this. I have a lot of crap open right now.
So instead of screen sharing your screen,
I'll do
just
the
screen
window.
share your that one window. I've made mistakes that way.
Share screen, share. Whoop, here it is.
Heyo.
So
Ooh, I like that. That's cool looking.
Yeah, it's pretty
right?
dope.
Like I was trying to go for like an I don't know, futuristic A2 kind of.
Where do the Skittles go though?
You know, I could probably make this like a door. Put a door back here.
Oh, you know what you could do? Actually, you could print two things on the side, and then put two little recesses in the top of that little relief cut there, and then one at the bottom, and you can have little things that clamp onto it, so you can put like small batteries and shit in there.
I could.
Right? That'd be kind of cool. I mean, or just leave it as like a lightning cut or relief cut. But I mean, both are cool. But that is dope. I like the that QD swivel.
Yeah, I was gonna cut all the way through and make it more skeletonized, but the rod goes like in an awkward position. So
Oh, you know what? I failed one of my viewers. So I just Googled it and said it. Toy Town Inc. actually knows the movie, so he can have my patch.
Oh shit, did he?
Yeah,
Alright.
he did. I went back in chat and
Well, find me on something and send me an address, and I will send you one. And Dark, you can still have one for your patch wall.
Oh, thank you.
Even though
He's
they are prized. I don't even sell them. I only give them to people.
Oh, hell yeah, that's dope. He's an old-fashioned guy, Pop. Very allegorical, little Carmine.
No, see, I was going for it was actually because the scribe says it in the movie. Like it's like, well, it was allegorical. That's why it popped into my head, was because of the scribe piece. But
I see. That makes sense.
yeah.
I just realized in the crash footage, Rich shared his hairline was the same as Bruce Willis's in Moonlighting, which was on when the crash happened. Keep an eye out for China. Interesting. Yeah, that stock is dope, man. That thing's awesome. And then that's like a continuation of the Picatinny rail on the top of the receiver.
Yeah, so this will taper off the back end.
Gotcha. So that threaded rod is all the way back in there.
Unfortunately, yeah. I haven't figured out a better way to do this yet. So it's just going to be...
Or are you going to do the metal plate at the end of the stock or no?
Not. This is a 1.0, and it's nylon, so it shouldn't root it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So I'll just recess this a little bit so that the furniture nut can slide in there. And then I'm debating adding like a TPU stock. I'm not sure. Or like a TPU.
Oh, cool.
That'd be dope.
See, I'm surprised you're not going for the Aussie boot.
I fucking hate that thing.
And plus, it kind of can't go on this. Unless
No, they did actually make that. So
they did a
let me not click on the wrong thing here. Oh wait, no, you can't even see that. So they actually did though. In the DLC pack, there is an AUG boot.
Oh, there is?
Yeah, there is an AUG boot in the DLC pack, but it doesn't.
Oh, I never looked at that. I mean, never looked at the AUG boot.
Well, it's awkward looking. Like it like
it goes over the buffer tube?
It is the buffer tube.
No shit.
But it's not adjustable, and the back, like where you would think would be a cheek rest, is like I don't know. It's just ugly. I think it's ugly. So
You looking to have a mold built? Can you build molds? You be building molds, bro?
I mean, I was just gonna print it in nylon, but
Yeah, I mean that's. I mean, I find that interesting. You know
What's
what?
Daniel do? What's Daniel's skills here?
Yeah, I'm curious.
yeah, we all want to know. Now you've opened a can of worms.
Yeah,
Yep.
right. Because I just thought
Shouldn't have
of like
said that.
3 things. One of the things I want to do, funny enough, is I found an old steel mold of one of those big 1-pound Hershey bars, and I have a pound. I have more than a pound of silver. So I was thinking about it of buying that steel mold.
You know
Just
that's not how weight works, right?
what do you mean?
Like a pound of silver is less
Yeah, it's
material
Heavier than a pound of chocolate.
right.
So the volume is going to be different.
well,
Right.
yeah. Well, no, I know it's not a pound of. Yeah, no.
What weighs more, a pound of feathers or a pound of lead?
Yes. So it's not a. I'm not saying like, oh, 1 pound versus 1 pound. I'm saying that I would just pour the only amount of silver that
Yeah.
I need there to fill it up to have a massive Hershey's bar that's made out
Which
of
would be
silver.
more than a pound of silver.
I mean, that's
It
not
would
really
be.
great for bartering, but it would be dope to hang on a wall.
I mean, yeah, I don't plan on bartering. I know a lot of people get silver for like shit hit the fan type stuff, or they think
Yeah.
that it'll be like the
Barter
currency
goods.
of the future. Yeah,
Well,
I
in the
just don't.
history of mankind, silver and gold have never been worth nothing.
That's true. I just kind of like how it's a bunch
That
of
sounds like every
fun
silver and
stuff.
gold commercial I ever heard.
Yeah, but it's never been worth nothing. Find something
Yeah.
else that's never been worth nothing.
Well, so silver can also filter water, which, if gold could filter water too, and I could afford $2,189 per, ounce, then yeah, I would get that. But I like, so the first thing that I got was the little John Wick coin, the 1-ounce silver coin that's from can I pull
Yeah.
this back up that you're doing or no?
I got a bunch. Huh? What I'm doing?
Yeah. Or is
Yeah,
that
sure. I'm just
private?
trying to decide if I really want to fuck with it more or if it's pretty much where it's at.
Okay. I just didn't want to show something if it was like private.
Oh no, it's nothing top secret. I'm just.
I didn't want to show your privates.
No, you're good. Honestly, I should have copied this out to another file because trying to work with the actual like download pack is insane.
Mm.
Um,
So I was thinking that I'll get this one little John Wick 1-ounce silver coin, like the ones they use. They use, gold mostly, but they have silver and gold in the movie. And it's the little coins that they use for currency in the Hitman world.
Sure.
Well, they also have a 1-ounce bar. So I got one of those too. And then when I got those, when they mailed them to me, they gave me a free 1/4-ounce coin as like a free gift for buying from them. And I was like, dude, that's cool as shit. So then I started looking at the other coins that are available, and I found a solid 2-ounce 308 bullet. And I was like, oh, fuck, that's cool. I got to have that. Then I started finding all this other, gun FUD type silver stuff. And I was like, it's cool as shit. I got to have it. So I got I probably have I don't know, 17 ounces of silver now. So it's not a lot. It's like $600 or so worth of silver. But some of them are from this company called Reckless Metals that does like super limited runs.
So I have. So sorry to interrupt you, but
There you go.
I actually gave my groomsmen at my wedding one of those John Wick Reckless Metals coins.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Are those done by Reckless Metals too? The John Wick ones?
Did a small run of them at one point, I believe.
No shit. I wonder if mine are Reckless Metals. I didn't notice that. Those are cool as shit though.
I'm pretty sure that was him, but
either way, they're cool as fuck. And John Wick is, such a great family movie that
yeah,
I was
obviously.
like, yeah, everyone's gotta watch it at some point.
Wait, so what? Did your wife have anything to say about that, or she's like, "Hey, that's the groomsmen stuff"?
Yeah, I mean, she didn't care what. She really doesn't give me a hard time about really anything. So
Those are the best kinds of wives.
You sure she's not a dude?
Yep.
Okay, just figured I'd ask.
She did just
I
have a
have living,
baby.
breathing evidence of that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's another thing.
Well, wait a
guys.
second. The Surgeon General of the United States says men can have periods and get pregnant.
That's true.
So-
That's true. But it's also not true. But I do want to say congratulations, Kron, because Kron had a baby Xander recently. So congratulations, everyone in
you.
chat. Give
It's,
him.
Yes.
It's been a ride. But...
Yeah, I'll never forget. I was gonna say the first year, but it's all crazy. And people will keep giving you false hope. They'll say like, "Oh, after the first year, things get much easier. After the year 2, they get much. Oh, it's just the terrible twos you're experiencing." There, it will constantly be told to you that things will get easier. And let me tell you, as a father of a 6-year-old, the things will not become easier ever. So I hope that gives you a little ray. of hope.
Wait till they're 20 and they're mad at you because you didn't buy them run flat tires.
Yeah, for months they're mad at you. How long has it been now?
Oh, I don't know. So Sky, we would like when Sky's home, we literally hang out on the phone with Dark, like cutting it up.
I'm sorry.
And my daughter, she's like, we have a good time. We have a lot of fun. They're trying to convince her that she needs these uber expensive run flat tires on her car. Like, I said, you can put any run flat tire on that car you want as long as it's $125 a piece.
Yeah,
Which you're not going to get.
I remember the day that all this happened. I just want to go out there and say I remember that day. It was hilarious. I mean, you kind of were like, you asserted yourself that day.
Oh, yeah. I told the freaking tire guy off. I'm like, he's telling me, oh, well, you got to get the run flat tires on that car. I'm like, no.
Yeah, like for what, buddy? This isn't the freaking.
That's what OEM is. That's what OE spec is.
So this is a Mini Cooper, and I'm like, dude, and I told my daughter, I'm like, I've driven like this in the past 12 months. I've driven to New York and back like 5 freaking times.
Yeah. Well, run flats don't last very long.
Well, also they ride like freaking bricks.
That too.
Yeah.
So people like cars like the Mini Cooper with the run flat tires, people are taking them off and putting regular pneumatic tires on them because the run flats are awful. And I never do. I'm like, I'm riding in that car. I'm like, this is awful. Why is that? These tires are crazy loud. Why is that? I'm like, oh. Now I know.
He said that's what AAA is for. Facts.
Ding,
AAA.
ding, ding, ding. And that's the thing. So there was one day I'm out. I think I'm gonna do a brake job on my car or something like that. I tell my wife and daughter, it's like, come on out, let me show you how to change a tire on a car. They're like, no, we'll just call AAA. I'm like,
peace.
More power to you.
AAA is the best thing that can happen to every husband, father, and anyone out there that's like, remember when I said if a chick was flying a plane and it was going down, she would pick up a phone and call, a man and be like, oh my God, this is happening, right? Before she even thinks about fixing the problem. I am the guy that gets the call every time, right? Like, I don't know what it is. I don't know. Once people know you as the person that can fix shit, it's done. Unless you
being in IT.
Oh God, yeah. God bless you.
Dude,
I can imagine that
dude,
shit.
all right. I'm pretty sure my wife's asleep and not watching.
I'm pretty sure she's
Rich
not
is about
watching.
to get in trouble.
Imagine the 2 hours and 10 minutes of bullshit she would have to watch through just to hear this. I'm gonna guess that's a hard no.
But
oh shit! Hold on, that's a freaking bottle opener.
Yeah,
How
dude.
genius
Well,
is
I mean,
that?
it could be if you want it.
Oh yeah,
Anything's a bottle opener if you want it to be.
Wow. Sorry, go ahead, Rich.
I don't even know what I was talking about. Oh yeah, so when my wife works from home, I might as well just take the day off and sit in our office.
Yeah.
It's like I can't print, I can't scan, I can't this. How come that doesn't work? The Wi-Fi this. The
Yeah. And add that to the things on the list that I don't miss. God forgive me. All right. Well, I know we've been just bullshitting for a little over 2 hours, and hey, you know what? I had fun, and I
I think
appreciate all
everybody's
you
having fun
guys.
with it, though.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's
Honestly,
the
my
cool
favorite
thing.
part was bullying Rich into getting another plane.
Yeah,
He was just
right.
like,
That's the coolest thing. And you guys can actually lighters are excellent bottle openers. 100% correct.
Everything's
What
a bottle
hold on,
So-
what do we have here?
Ooh.
Ooh.
CF nylon arc 1.0.
But it's gonna be, it's all scroll work.
Nice.
Oh, cool.
So it
cool.
should be pretty.
Dude, so you didn't do the ARC 2.0 mod for the back lug area, so your lower receiver is straight and not notched in the back.
No. So.
Ooh,
Nice.
16-inch. I love that forend.
There's no dragon. There's no dragon on the end of that thing.
I mean, yeah, you know.
It's kind of dragon-esque.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
I'm kind of at a low.
So wait. The first section, not that section. The first section after the upper and lower receiver, that's one piece.
What?
The boot portion.
This?
Yeah.
What about it?
So usually isn't that two pieces?
It is two pieces.
Oh, okay, all right.
My prints are just that good. No. No, I was just test fitting everything to make sure it went together fine. I gotta clean up my supports, but it's almost there. And then I'm gonna actually.
And that's the Sane Smart stuff?
Yeah, this is Sane Smart. I love my Sane Smart PACF, but this might be the third print that I actually paint ever.
That would be dope. That'd be dope.
But yeah, the idea is this plus that kind of A2 CQB stock.
Nice. That'll look really good. That'll look good. And
matching scroll work.
Barton Fink is asking, is one of the ARC versions coming out a lever action? I don't know.
No, not that I know of.
Yeah,
No.
I don't know of any plans for that.
Let me just say, I definitely am not in on the loop on that. I don't know.
So I may have already seen some of the ARC 3.0, and I'm sure Kron has seen some of it as well.
I'm very highly involved in all ARC things.
Yeah.
Or at least I try to be. So.
Yeah. But guys, remember that way back when, not too long after the ARC 1 was dropped, Zip and I did a live stream and we talked about doing a 22 cal Gatling gun. And it's a basically handheld small chainsaw size Gatling gun with 6 to 8 barrels, depending on how we do this, probably 8. And basically you hold it like, think of one of those like, not really a small chainsaw size because it's actually going to be pretty small. It's hefty, but it's going to be pretty small. It's like about the size of those things that you can trim bushes with, right? Pretty small, and it's a crank, and you can literally just and just dump 22 rounds, and you'll be able to use the 1022 mags with it as well. And yeah, one day,
with
Zip
this
will
one
be
simple
green
trick,
that.
the ATF hates him.
Yeah, right. If they didn't already hate me enough. How are these guys in California, in New York, and blah blah blah, all building P80s still?
Coming to a gangbanger near you.
Me like yeah, I'm just dude, I'm just selling jigs and stuff. But
so somebody is doing a mostly printed lever gun, and it does take AR caliber rounds. I am in the beta. I can't show you guns on stream though, so
yeah,
but it does exist. It is coming. Who is that? Freedom Prince and Revolution, maybe, I think is his handle.
I think that's it. Yeah. I've
Prince
seen
and
it on
Revolution.
Instagram.
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
It's pretty dope.
I've seen the gun, but I don't know who it is.
It's pretty sweet. I'm kind of
Hell yeah.
I think that's really from if bad things were to happen perspective, that's a very easy thing to put together.
Yeah.
And obviously a very efficient rate of fire.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, very.
Full auto is cool, but it kind of sucks in most practical applications.
Yeah, it's that's why you have a selector switch, guys.
Or 3-round burst.
That's harder. That's harder than full auto, though. 3 rounds suck.
See, I like burst. I think burst is good. It's a good compromise, but you just no matter what in the end, you got to train with what you got. Like my binary triggers, I love my binary triggers. You know, quick 2 or 3 trigger pulls. You're putting 2, 4, 6 rounds.
Yeah. So Jack, I'm going to the Pew Party in May, which Silencer Shop is sponsoring that.
That's
I will
the
bring
Virginia
my
one?
arc. I will bring my arc and beg somebody to let me put a can on it.
I'll put a can. I got 2 cans. I'll put a can on it. Pew Party's in Virginia.
Pew Party is in Florida.
Oh, I thought last time it was in Virginia.
We're in Florida.
Pew Party 2 is in. It's at the Bunker out in like Claremont area.
Dang. Okay.
So I'm gonna be there. I have a VIP ticket.
Nice.
So I will be at that. So I'm gonna try and. Oh, Goonbeam, you coming up? You driving up? You know, some friends become enemies. Enemies become friends.
Hell yeah, dude, that'd be dope. I'll see
if
if I can make it.
I'll see if I can talk somebody into letting me put a can on one of the arcs just for fun.
Oh,
And-
all right. So that's up by Orlando.
Remember too, guys, that most NFA items you have to inform the ATF that you'll be taking them over state lines, except suppressors. So people bring your suppressors so Kron can run his arc suppressed.
Well,
Okay?
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's sponsored by Silencer Shop. They're bringing a bunch of shit. So
Yeah.
I just got to talk somebody into letting me touch one.
They were actually giving away a can. I don't know if the giveaway already happened. It was for the VIP.
No, it's after the party.
Okay, so it's after. Okay, so that's the only thing you need to pay is the tax stamp. So that may be your one time.
That may be it.
Yeah, right. Dude, look, I got a bunch of NFA items. If I thought the way that I think now, if I thought like this back when I bought all this shit, I never would have traded freedom, independence, and privacy for gear, right? Like that's bullshit. And the money, of course, too.
I really can't talk because I had a security clearance for years. So they know everything about me and then some. Realistically, I'm probably not actually giving anything up if I just do the paperwork and do it. I just have an issue with it in principle.
Yeah, probably. You're right. And all of us, anybody that puts themselves out there, anybody going on the internet, anybody getting involved, like social media stuff, like you guys have seen over the last 2 or 3 years that the American military age male that is armed is the new domestic T word, right? Like that, like we're the bad guys.
There's
now.
our second YouTube flag.
I'm the
Right.
baddie?
Yeah, you're the baddie now. But
with your flying record, I don't know how you're not on a list.
yeah, you got to be on some lists. Like I was wondering why when we were getting on the plane for SHOT Show that it took so long for you to get through security, but now it all makes sense. I'm just kidding. Helena, thank you, Morningstar. What? Who's Helena? Yeah. Well, in the end, I do. You know what? I tell the story about the mom at Trader Joe's. Maybe that was on Crump's show, or maybe that was just to you on the phone. I don't remember. Basically, like I always tell you guys, right? Like be kind, right? Live a life of care, compassion, contribution, all that shit. And I believe that, right? I think all of us should. And I want to share that I was at Trader Joe's. I went there to get,
Oh yeah, you told me that.
Yeah.
It was on the phone.
And the way that their lines are is the cashiers, their kind of backs are to each other, right? So, like customers will be facing each other, the cashiers' backs will be to each other, and then they kind of stagger them out like that. And I was there. The chick was ringing out all the stuff, and I looked across and I saw a woman with her son, and I had overheard her say like, "Oh, it's my first time at Trader Joe's," and he was like, "Okay, well, go to the back wall. You can pick out one of those reusable bags or like get it for $1 or something like that. And while you're back there, there's lollipops there, and your son can have one, right?" And they were super stoked, so they walked over there, and he came over to the chick that was ringing out my stuff and was like, "I'll just sit here for a minute, so there's not like a full minute of awkward ass time over there." And I looked at the screen and I saw that it was just like $20. She was buying like, fresh mozzarella, like pizza crust, pizza sauce, and stuff like that. So clearly she was going to be making a bunch of pizzas for like the family. And I was like, "Is that all she's getting?" And he was like, "What?" And he looked back. He was like, "Oh, yeah, why?" And I had just paid for my stuff. So I was like, "Take my card and go pay for her stuff." And he was like, "What? What? You really? Are you sure?" I was like, "Yeah, dude, do it." He was like blown away. And then the chick that was ringing up my stuff was like so touched that somebody was willing to help somebody like that, right? And then as he gave the card back to me, he was like so thankful, like, "Dude, that is so kind. It's so nice." And I'm not trying to tell this to like boast about giving. I think it could inspire other people to give too, right?
Can we tell the Slurpee story?
Yeah, we'll have to tell that after. So basically, I was able to impact the guy, right? The register guy, my register girl, and then the mom and the son and anybody else that was around watching. And I told her, I was like, "Look," I told him like, "Just the only thing that I ask is that you tell her to, do something kind for somebody else, right? Like keep it going." And then I'm sure she got home and she, told her family, and then whatever, maybe someone posted on social media, right? So like all of that stuff is the ripple effect, and it goes out and like impacts more people, right? This was the first time though that I actually was able to experience it, because when I was walking out of the store, the whole front of the store is glass. When I was walking out of the store, I actually walked past her while he was telling her somebody else paid for your shit. And I actually got to see like the look on her face. She was like, "What?" And she was like looking around like, "Oh my God." Like it was so cool.
That's so cool.
And
That's
when she
very cool.
walked out to her car, the car was running and there was like 4 other people in the car. So I know that it was like a conversation and a bunch of people talked about it. So it definitely like made me feel good, We don't
That's
need to
because
talk
you're a
about
nice
the
guy.
Slurpees though. Yeah, I like doing stuff like that. I told my mom, and she was like, because I was kind of talking about the ripple effect. There's actually I forgot the Bible verse she was talking about, but there's a Bible verse about basically being a man with a heart of Jesus and a warrior, something like that. Basically, being a badass and a good person. And I was like, "Mom,
Warrior
that's like
Poet Society?
yeah." I mean, basically, I was like, "Mom, that's like the shit I talk about every day, every time I do my show." Right? That's like, yeah,
Well,
my words were a little different than hers.
Well, and they're not mutually exclusive, right? And I think that a lot
Yeah.
of individuals kind of gloss over that, right? Like you can be nice and not to be fucked with. Like those are not
For sure.
Prius kid nice.
Yeah, I knocked out a guy in a Prius. It's a different story. I was young, okay? Come on. Why you got to bring that up, Barton Fink? Prius Kids X was so grateful.
Put
Yeah.
a one in the chat if you want to hear the Slurpee story.
No, everyone's heard that. I bought somebody Slurpees on Free Slurpee Day, okay? And I felt really stupid. And
How do
I
you even
didn't
do that?
know.
No, you didn't know.
Okay, so I like doing shit like this, right? I like surprising people and paying for their stuff. And I pay for people's shit behind me in the drive-through and in toll booths and all that, right? Well, now I got the smart tag. I just roll through, so those people are screwed. But for the most part, I like doing little random acts of kindness, right? I think it spreads joy, and I've noticed that when I'm more giving, my life is better, right?
That's
and
fair.
I don't give to get, but you know what I'm saying, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So basically, it was one of those times when I was like feeling giving, right? And two people were behind me. It was well, there were a couple people behind me. It was a mother and daughter, and they were in 7-Eleven and they were getting Slurpees. So I told the guy, "Hey, let me pay for the Slurpees," and he was like, "No, no, 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 it's okay, it's okay." I was like, "No, let me pay for the Slurpees." He's like, "No, no, no, no." I was like, "Dude, let me pay for the Slurpees." He's
Let
like,
me pay for the Slurpee.
yeah, and he was like, "No, no, it's a free, it's a free." I was like, "Dude, no, you're not gonna get this one. Okay, this is my good deed, bitch. You're not gonna give it for free." Like, and I said, it got to the point where I was like, "I will not leave this store until you let me pay for their Slurpees." Okay, and he just looked at me like, "Okay, dude, okay." So he rings me up for $2 even. He doesn't even put tax on this shit. Okay, and literally, I paid $2 flat, and I leave. And I see the two people, the mother and daughter, walk out of the store, and they're just like, "Yeah," and they get in their car and they drive off. I'm like, they didn't even like notice, right? And then nothing was a surprise, right? And then like 4 or 5 hours later, I'm on the phone with Flying Rich, and Skylar, his daughter's there, and they're talking, and she's like, "Oh, did you get a free Slurpee today?" And he's like, "Oh no, I forgot it was 7-Eleven." I was like, "What?" And he's like, yeah, it's 7-Eleven, so it's like a free Slurpee day. I was like, no fucking way. No way. So I found out that I terrorized this guy to like forcibly make him create this fake ass charge on with no
Yeah,
tax.
because the computer probably couldn't even do it. Because the computer is overwritten.
Yeah, he's probably like sweating like 200. Like, I don't even know how to do this. Oh my god, dude. Okay, it is still really funny because Dark is a great storyteller. Thank you. Dude, it's just so embarrassing too, because like the moment like when I was just like, what the fuck did she just say? That was just like a oh my god moment.
Oh my god, Becky.
Look at her Slurpee. Come back tomorrow. Give away free Slurpee.
That's funny, dude.
You stole a balloon on Free Balloon Day. Yeah. Dude ended with $2 extra on his tabs and got fired. Good job, Dark. So funny enough, anyone that's worked in like hospitality or in like, anything with a register or anything like that, when you're off on your shit, like, and he probably had to take $2 and then like he probably got conflicted over it. He may have like eaten a shotgun or something. Like, dude, so much bad shit.
Like all of the J6 cops that died.
Oh my god. Dude, we that's a whole nother thing. All right, let's go ahead and end this. I'm sorry. This was a blast. Loved having y'all on here. Just definitely a great time. And I also have to fall asleep so I can wake up for work in the morning. Rich, remind everybody who you are, what you do, and where they can find you.
I print shit, but not as good as Kron, and I'm Flying Rich and flyingrich.com. Not fwfwfw.com, but flyingrich.com is where all my social media is.
Yeah. You can't say I print shit because that's IPS's thing, though.
Right, I know.
Yeah.
IPS is literally I print shit.
Yeah, you could say you print stuff, maybe.
You think IPS got beef with me now?
Probably. He's probably upset that you didn't, give him some recognition there. That's like remixing his name,
I still don't understand the whole drama behind the remix piece, but
yeah, I don't get that. You took my file and remixed it and didn't tell anyone or distribute it.
What do they say? Imitation is the sincerest form of flattery.
Stop with this logic.
I've been putting out all of these competition frames, right? And now I've seen like 3 or 4 other people come out with competition frames for their Glocks, and I'm like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's like that's what people do, right? Like, I don't get pissed off when people
Oh,
do shit or
you mean
copy.
the ones? Are those the builds I make the school bus crack about?
Probably, yeah. I try and ignore you.
Yeah, yeah. Like the school bus slides. Is that what you're talking about?
It's
Yeah.
gold.
I can't unsee the school bus.
Gold.
Dude, I literally am like, oh, dude, Rich, you'll never guess. So apparently there's this new SIG 365 that
So
is like,
everybody, in case you were wondering, we're not actually stopping the show.
yeah, no, we're about to, but not right now. But I was at the gun store and this guy is like, dude, people are going nuts over the SIG. Everyone wants it. Everyone wants to have it. And I'm like, oh yeah, the Spear MCX. He's like, no, this SIG 365 Rose. I was like, what? He said it's a SIG 365 Rose. Now it made me think because you have that SIG 365 with a rose on it, right? Funny thing. So Sig Sauer
Funny
came
thing
out with
that.
this 365 Rose where it's got roses etched into the grips, laser etched into the grips, and it's
Oh no
got like
shit!
rose gold all over it. How dope would it be if you took your gold slide with the rose and then but it's in 380, unfortunately.
380.
I know.
Who does anything in 380?
I don't know. I got a couple, but those are like throwaways.
They did it in 380, so you buy a 380 because you got to have it, and then they're going to come out with 9 in 6
Yeah,
months.
you got to have the complete gun. Yeah, that's the thing. But it's just like rose gold and laser etched. I mean, you could literally
Looks really cool.
Yeah,
I mean, I could have my guy do that.
it's gorgeous. Can your guy do rose gold?
Who's your guy? What guy?
He's got a gold guy.
You haven't seen any of my gold guns? 24 karat gold guns?
You have school bus guns?
No.
I mean, if you own a Patmos, you got a school bus somewhere.
No, it's not like S school busy as the Xander stuff. I mean, when it's got 4 rows of windows, then it's total school bus.
I mean, that's a 17L. Every 17L slide is a school bus.
It has to be so it can actually function.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
it needs
it'd
to
be heavy as
cycle.
shit.
Yeah. Like the original 17L has a
Hold on,
freaking
I'll get the
cut.
gold slide. I'll be right back.
All right, so I have opted for a TPU insert butt pad here.
Nice. I think butt pads are important.
You want to see?
Oh yeah. Can I do? Oh, there we go.
So
nice.
We'll have the recessed bullshit down here, right, with the furniture thing,
mm-hmm.
And then this will be TPU, and then I think what I'm gonna do is put some kind of pattern texture on the TPU piece.
Oh, that's dope.
I haven't quite figured out what yet.
Here, hang on, Rich. We'll show your school bus.
Has Luminous not seen my 17 long? Because it's pretty awesome.
Yeah. His 17L. He actually made he developed the frame for it. It's pretty sick.
Yeah,
it's
if
called
you're
like
if
what
you
is it?
print and
The
you
Waffle
want
House.
A fun 17 long frame, hit me up because I like it a lot.
I would print.
I know
that.
I'm biased, but
Could you slice it for me?
Yeah, I guess so.
If you slice it, what slice are you using?
I mean, I use Prusa, but
okay, cool. I use Prusa too. If you slice it for me, rails down, I'll print that shit.
Can't I just send you the file?
Yeah, but I want to test other people's. No, I'm kidding. So I don't have a way to put in my SD card right now. Oh shit!
Oh,
so
you just gotta get an adapter.
So what would sending you the sliced file?
I just realized that it wouldn't even help. Fuck. So this
You
reader.
get one of these.
This reader is only the big one, so I got to get one of the big to small. Those, yeah.
Or you get this, which is USB-C.
But then I would have to take out the big adapter with all the other shit in it. If I get one of the big
docking station type.
So I have one of the small docking stations because Apple wanted to be like, oh, we only want 2 USB-C ports in this. Screw USB-A and all that other stuff. So I have one on the side that plugs into USB-C and it has like HDMI, USB-A, like other shit like that, which is important. But it's got a card reader, but it's one of the big ones. So I got to put the big one in the small one.
You don't
So,
have a million of those adapters that we all throw away?
What?
You don't have a million of those adapters that we all throw away?
No.
The SD to micro SD adapter?
I do not. No. Well, I may somewhere like in the package of the burner phone, because they got like the little plastic things that you can stick things in there. So maybe, but I guess it wouldn't matter because I couldn't even put the card in here anyway. So it's whatever. Apple is a
Yeah, no,
scam.
not
I
really.
shouldn't have spent that. Yeah, but I would only, of course, print it on my printer, like lawfully. I would be the only one doing it. So we'll find a lawful
Yeah,
solution.
obviously.
Yeah, I just want to say that out loud.
60D TP. Yeah, I forget which TPU I actually like. Oh, TPE. No, I guess I haven't.
TPE?
I've really only ever used TPU.
These little M-chip air books kind of slap if you get a deal on one. So I went and the first thing I ever used my YouTube money on, social media money on, whatever you want to call it, was a laptop. I've never spent $1 of any of the money that's come from YouTube ever. And, I've been doing this monetized for like 2 years. So the first thing that I ever spent $1 on from the YouTube account was this computer right here for you guys, and for you guys and from you guys, because now I can run this computer and run my beautiful sound equipment on every single show, and it makes things so much more enjoyable. So
Dude, my dog ran away when you did that.
Oh my God, is it that scary? Come to me, puppy.
He was like, "What was that?"
Rough. Sorry, I'll stop. But yeah, so I love it, and no Vice. I know I didn't get a Vice yet. God, guys, sorry. But now that there's a lot of things that I'm going to be doing with this computer, so keep an eye out because I got some fancy shit coming up. And if you have not seen the new short video that I posted, I think it actually posted this morning. Go watch it because there's an explosion in it. And if you've not watched my most recent explosion, what are you doing, y'all? So anyway, let's go ahead and bring this to an end. Explosion. Oh yeah, Rich, show your school bus. Wow.
Is that for your daughter?
No, that's for my wife.
Ooh.
Yeah, who does your laser work? Is it the same guy that does my laser work?
Is it? Gosh, what is his company name? Why can't I think of his company name? ARs by Design.
Oh yeah, no.
ARs by Design.
I'm just gonna hit up Matt.
It's gold.
I kind of want to see if Matt could match the scroll work on my frame to my slide.
Matt as in zip or Matt?
Whoa, why are you out in zip like that? Jesus. No, like 2A 3D.
Oh, yeah. That Matt.
Moving along. So the 2A 3D print, his name is Matt. So the cool thing is that guns are awesome. So let's go ahead and bring this to an end.
Goodbye.
Anything else you want to add, Senor Kron?
No, just if you're not printing or building guns, you're wasting time in life. So
Yeah.
do that.
Why would you not be printing or building guns? Like
Everybody should be building guns. That's
doing a combination of both is
and if you want help doing so, hit me up. I will help you.
Yeah. And if you
unless you're me and Xander doesn't pick up the phone for me.
Pick up the phone for you all the time.
or if you guys need any help with like 80s or printing, call someone else. Don't call me, no, all jokes aside, just know if you ask extremely stupid questions for nearly 20 emails, you might be featured on a live stream. And look, when you ask me how to hold pliers and which way do I turn the bolt, Jesus Christ, like, come on, turn it the way that you feel least resistance, okay? But anyway, let's go ahead and bring it to an end. So, yeah, so guys, like I say, rule number 1, every single time, rule number 1 is to be kind. Go ahead, Rich. You can say it.
Rewind.
There you go. That's how you know how young he is. So be kind. It's so important that you're kind in everything that you do. That brief little interaction that you have with somebody could have a massive impact on their life, just like the Slurpees. Rule number 2 is to live a life of care, compassion, contribution. This guy seems like he really dislikes Rich. He said Kron dislikes Rich. That's hilarious. Rich calls up Xander, forgets the printing question, and asks him what his favorite latte is. That sounds like Rich. Rich and I actually talk all the time. It's hilarious. You guys should hear the shit that we talk about.
One day, I'm like, I'm gonna record our call and put.
Dude, honestly, if we just put like our calls on live streams, it would be pure content all day. It's hilarious. Rule number 2 is to live a life of care, compassion, contribution, give to others. When you bless others, you become blessed. The hand that's open to give is open to receive. So, do your thing. And then rule number 3, of course, is because we know there's.
I got screaming baby, so I apologize. I gotta jump.
You're good, brother. Thank you. Thank you for joining. Appreciate you. Because we know the only way for us to defeat evil is with good men and women like Ting Ting, skilled in violence. Make sure that you're becoming as highly skilled in violence as you possibly can be, and be safe, be dangerous, and keep that thing on you. Preferably like a firearm, but I can't show a firearm on live stream, so I show things like this. So guys, in summation, in closing, just like stay cool, bro. I'm just kidding. I'm never going to play that shit again. Let's bring it back. Way back. There you go. Guys, I love y'all so much. Have a great day. Have a great night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. And I'll see you guys on Thursday with a very exciting guest. I don't have anyone scheduled yet, though.